And welcome to another episode of Original Box Sets, The Magic Shop. I am the Game Master for the game, Max, and I have with me my players, Cassie.
Hello.
Star-Lord.
Hello.
Evan.
Hi.
And Sarah.
Hello.
We're going to be catching up with them tonight as they have delved deep into the Dungeon of Poison Tears. They didn't name it. It was named that way when they got here. They're not responsible. It's copyrighted. And they are here as retrievers for the Magic Shop. They have been given a scroll to seek out two things that they most likely have forgotten what they're looking for because...
it's a helmet.
Oh, it's a helmet.
It's a helmet
and a shield.
And a shield.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Either they took notes or they remember.
Who remembered? Who takes notes?
I didn't take notes.
I love it. All right, so I
do.
have to stand up and grab my notebook up here because it has only a few details in it. Luckily, I marked my place in the book.
Yay, good job. Sorry.
See, when you have a big book like this, you have to mark it carefully.
You are here.
All right. So, we last left off, Zorn had made allies with the players, or the characters. Mm-hmm. She expressed her gratitude for not killing her and setting her free from the control of the demonic statue. And also not killing her child in a pillow fight. So, the retrievers have proved themselves to be at least good people. The Zorn, who's... I don't remember if she mentioned her name.
Obsidia.
Has taken you guys to go to where... I'm not going to use his real name. We're just going to use his nickname, Randy. Where Randy lives at. It's a section of the dungeon in which Randy has taken control over. As you can see on your screen, you guys are standing in a hallway. Katinka has just got finished whacking the ruin on the ground with a long spoon when the squatty potty gnome pointed out that an intelligent being had just appeared behind the door and then disappeared.
Yes.
Did I finish? Because I thought I was doing it and he said it and I was like, do I need to finish this?
Oh.
And nobody answered me.
Oh, then that's probably where we're going to be picking up here. And I blanked on your character's name. Give me just tell me. Zarkosa. And Zarkosa said, "Oh crap, someone who can teleport in here." So, here we are outside this thick wooden door. It's closed. The man in rusting armor standing near the rune. There's Zarkosa, the spell scale in the back, watching around the corners. This hallway is nicely lit. You can see that there are torches providing at least enough ambient light. And I need to figure it. Come over here.
Can't see the map, by the way.
You can't? Well, let me fix that. How about now?
Excellent.
You're
Got
welcome.
it. Thank you.
And, so, yeah, Katinka is right there with her... It's not even her spoon. It's a spoon she's borrowing.
Yeah.
From...
You're welcome.
From Very Inland. Yep. And there you are, holding this spoon, looking at everyone else, waiting for some sort of confirmation. No one's saying anything.
Well, it can't hurt.
Do I finish this?
Well, we've come this far,
yes, please.
so yes.
Yep.
Okay. Scrape, scrape, scrape.
All right. And I do believe that your break DC for the trap, you were taking 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah. At this point in time, the trap has been disabled. Woohoo! We already calculated the experience points for this trap after last session. Mm-hmm. And the group has leveled. They're all now level 7.
Yay!
Woo!
I'm a little bit behind since I'm new.
That's fine. You'll catch up.
You'll be fine. We won't let you die.
Hopefully not.
Again.
Uh,
Or not. I don't know.
First time on here. I don't know what you mean.
Okay.
So quick question. If Katinka tries to disable the rune and fails, the first time around, can she try again?
Can she try again?
Correct.
Yeah, she can try as many times until it kills her or something terrible happens.
Okay.
So,
Just wondering because TIG 20, I forgot to mention it last time.
Oh,
but
I didn't.
It expects you to fail a couple of times.
no. Take 20 does not expect you to fail. Take 20 says you can attempt to do it by taking the amount of needed time to accomplish it, and you are not put in any form of danger. She has the skills necessary with the spoon to disable it outside of danger. That's the only reason why I'm allowing her to take a 20. Anytime you guys say, I say, hey, do a dice roll, and you go, hey, can I take a 20? I say, no. That's a clue to let you know bad shit will happen if you... to you. You get the idea.
Yes.
Good. Alrighty then. So, this is disabled. Holy man, what would you like to do?
What do I see right now?
Well,
Is the door closed?
yeah, the door's closed. It's a sturdy-looking wooden, a good-looking
out.
wooden. Oh, I am.
Yeah.
Maybe the gain is up too high. Let's try this. We can turn the gain down over here. All right, how's that?
You're good. I think it was my side, anyways. You
Okay.
said the door is closed.
Yes, it's a good wooden door. It looks like it might need to be bashed in to make things work for you, or maybe some other person, like an engineer, will be figuring out what to do. Not you, of
Shall
course.
then open the door? I say that to the party.
Well, we need to open the door eventually.
Yeah. Maybe this is a person's room, right?
She gives a nod and says, yes, he lives beyond it. I don't know how he lives beyond it. I just know he lives there. And he comes out every once in a while.
I'm going.
So maybe we knock?
Yeah, that's what I was. I was like, well,
Nice.
I mean, Barry Inland did it before, and it worked out okay.
Yeah.
I don't. I sense blasted creatures on the other side.
You do. Evil is afoot. Or maybe paw, or claw, or tentacle. But it's there.
Thine, open the door. Prepare.
Before you do,
Does somebody
do you
wanna-
want to wait for the other person to show up again, or do it when he's not around?
What other person?
The one that blinked in and blinked out of
Oh.
existence behind the door.
Well, I mean, maybe that he was just blinking over to see if somebody was at the door because they heard something outside of it.
Can I make a? Can I look around, try and sense if he's like watching us right now?
He's... Well, he might have a rune set up to watch us.
Yeah. He could be like teleported and invisible, is just watching us.
Yeah, you hear one of the nearby scones move to one side as it goes zzz, and then something goes zzz, zzz, zzz. No, I'm kidding. None of that shit happens. Your Detect Evil allows you to focus over a period of 6 rounds to hone in and get a direct line to wherever evil might be located at. But you have to stop and start focusing.
And
Alright.
he's not around.
Yeah, he seems like he's not here. That man, he teleported. I don't sense him anywhere. just the blasted dogs.
Well,
Obsidia tells you that this is as far as she can take you. She's not going to cause her neighbor any harm or issue, and so at this point in time, she will walk to the other side of the hall and tell you.
Obsidia.
As she was talking, you cut her off. Yes.
The Randy's dogs you mentioned, are they behind this door?
Yes. He calls them hellhounds.
Okay. And one more question. Does Randy like to teleport around?
He moves very quickly. I don't know if I would call it like what a magic user does, but the way he moves is not normal.
And is there any trick to talking to the hellhounds?
I generally...
Like, maybe they like food or something else?
As she walking away, she shrugs her massive shoulders. And, I don't know what they eat. I eat rocks and gemstones, the same as my daughter. I'm not sure I can help you with that. They most likely eat meat. Like you.
yes.
Fair enough. Thank you. Okay, so I think behind this door might be a couple of hellhounds. Or 3.
Okay.
So I've been doing some reading on mind sight and telepathy and reading into what other people are talking about. And, yeah, it really is 100 feet around you, you get to know that where there's thought at. So it's like a radar that's always spread out 100 feet in all directions with fuzz everywhere. And then that you can pinpoint down. It doesn't say it's an action, but it says you can pinpoint down to where an intelligence is at.
And you can see how intelligent they are as well.
It says how powerful their intelligence is the words they use.
Mm-hmm.
And which is very terrible wording, in my opinion. Because intelligence is not powerful. But I get what they're trying to say, and so it basically gauges whether they're a moron, a dinglebert, a dork, an idiot, or the average person. And then there's something higher than that.
You said 4 of them?
3 hellhounds and Randy, who runs really fast or teleports. But I sensed him just poof, gone, so I think it was a teleport.
We will have to dispose of them verily.
I may be able to get them to take a nap.
Magic user.
If you'd like, I could try.
Also undead effect.
I don't think they're undead.
I don't think hellhounds are undead. But what
Does
do I
any-
know?
Does anybody have knowledge arcana or knowledge religion?
Nope.
Knowledge Arcana?
I have knowledge religion.
Alright, knowledge arcana and religion can both be used to determine the nature of hellhounds. And I apologize, you keep using the word 3, but the answer should be 4, Evan. One here,
My
Okay.
apologies.
one here. You can see the arrow.
Yep.
One here. One right behind the other one. And one over this direction, a little bit farther. Nothing in the information I found was able to determine range and distance. You just know they're there.
Fair enough.
So if it's 100 feet away and it's a super intelligent creature, you know it's there. If it's 100 feet away and it's an intelligence of 1, you know it's there.
I got a 17 on my religion check.
And a 16.
Excellent. Alright, so I need to change something real quick. There we go. Alright. And then I'm going to cover it up with that and see if it scrolls here.
Okay.
Unless you already know what will happen.
I don't even know what you're trying to do.
The dice roller over here, I just wanted to be seen by the audience.
Okay.
Alright. I do believe it is 15 plus hit dice. Or is it 10 plus hit dice? Can I borrow the book real quick? Just for a second. I'll hold your pages. Exactly what I'm looking for. Almost there. There it goes. Ooh. $10 plus hit dice. Okay. All right. Let's. Handing you stuff back. You got it?
Yes.
Thank you so much. And what room number was this? That's the room number. Scroll up. And the stats of the monsters are there. And their hit dice
Hit dice
are...
should be 4, I believe.
That's correct. So 4 plus 10 is a 14. So a 17 and a 16. Both you guys know that hellhounds are outsiders. They're generally evil. Some of them can have elemental effects of like fire. Since you both got 5 better, so it's a 14. Nobody got 5 better, so you needed 19, and then you could ask me a question. So that's what you're going to get to know.
Do I know anything more about them? Like
I'll let
hellhound name
I'll let you
implies
each.
fire.
I'll let you each. Yeah, well, I mean, it has a subtype of fire. I'll let you each, because you made the roll, ask me one question.
Alright. Is it affected by any... Is it immune to mind-controlling effects? Like mind-affecting stuff?
From good sources, yes.
So it is immune.
No, from a good source.
Okay.
If the source is good, then it could be immune. If the source isn't good, which is what options you have there, you might be able to do something.
Is it immune to fire?
Yes, hellhounds are immune to fire.
Alrighty.
Sleep may work.
But fireballs won't.
I don't think if they are immune to sleep, good strategy.
Okay.
I can always try putting it to sleep.
Well, that's what I was proposing to do.
But if you're good and I'm, well, a little bit less good.
You're so cute. I walk up to him and I like just pat his head and then I go up to the door.
I ready then, so...
Okay,
Alright.
I have an idea. I can make us all invisible if we stick really close together. We can just walk right past.
You can make them
Is
invisible.
the...
Can't they smell?
It's just a lone door.
All right. Let's see if the sleep works. If it sounds like they're still active, then we can try for being invisible. How about that?
Okay.
Okay. Because I don't have to see them to do it.
Theo... Oh, you don't need to see them?
No. I can do it through the door.
Alrighty.
Yep. I double checked. I was like, no.
Cool.
Yeah. So I will put my hand up to the door, and I'll ask, Very Inland, where did you say that they were congregating?
Well, the closest one is about here.
You should be able to click on the darkness.
Okay.
Was it there?
Yeah, that's good. Good memory.
Perfect. And then another one is here.
No. But you say that, No, I'm kidding, you don't. I'll draw the lines for you. I'll stop being a dick.
Perfect.
There is one here, in this direction, and one in this direction, one in this direction, and then there's another one in this direction as well. And that's what you get. You know, I think I'm going to say that pinpoint in 100 foot should be able to at least give you an idea that there's one close, and then there's one that's farther away, but you still won't know the range. I don't know if you guys can... Yeah, you guys can see the measurement on my screen. I'm pointing at the creature in the other room. But your character won't know that. You'll just know it's farther away.
Okay. So,
Wouldn't pinpoint imply knows the location?
Yes, that's why I'm actually, like, drawing it. You just don't know, like, the physical distance.
No, of course. Yep.
Okay. So, go to the...
Let's say you guys just bust in the door and let's take them on
Yeah,
right
that.
now.
No. The thing that I'm supposed to be looking at.
Let's
So-
try
As my
putting
character.
one asleep, and then it should be easier to bust in the door.
Okay. So this
Okay.
is somebody's house.
Playing devil's advocate.
This is where somebody lives, guys.
So I'm going to put it
You
right about
didn't have an
here.
issue
Is where I'm
with,
going to do
the
this
musher.
the center
Awesome.
based on what he's saying, I think. So yeah, let's go back to the other one.
Who could live
Yeah,
with these
'cause
monsters?
that was the same thing. So
Yeah,
that's where
yeah.
I'm
What's
at.
the area
I mean,
on the...
10-foot
Some
radius.
people don't like chihuahuas. They're gross.
Hellhound Chihuahua.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sounds good.
pretty
All right.
much.
What's the save on that?
It is. Are
Will?
we doing 10 or 15s? I can't remember.
Tens.
Okay, that
Yeah.
sucks.
It does.
10 plus 9 plus the level of the spell. right?
Yes.
So
20.
no, 10
10
plus 9 is 19,
19.
so it's 22.
The spell is only first level, I thought.
It's third level.
Oh, it's a third
yeah,
level.
I'm doing deep slumber.
Oh, you're doing deep slumber. I'm reading the sleep spell like. this is cool. So you're doing deep slumber. Never mind. All right, and is it a random or a set number of hit dice? It's a set number of hit dice. All right. So
yeah.
what's the save? It's will again, right?
Yeah.
For a 22. These guys have a will save of 7. Alright. Okay. Spell goes off. And the spell disperses across the room. You wait for a moment. And you know, you make a. I'm assuming you guys are at least making a listen check as it's all happening.
Yeah.
So you
I
can
was about
hear-
to say.
So you can hear like what sounds maybe like fire or metal, because of course you guys can all hear metal moving around behind you, because of the paladin. But after the spell goes off, you're there for at least maybe 30 seconds to a full minute of like, I don't think it worked. And that's the common. And then all of a sudden you realize, I think it worked. I think I hear that maybe one of them might be asleep. It might have affected one of them.
Should we take a
how
peek?
many hit dice are those?
Well, if they're hellhounds, they're 4.
Okay, so it should be 2.
It should be 2.
But there's no way to know.
Because you haven't opened the door and nobody can see through doors.
Yeah.
I'm going
Should
to
I
walk up to
open
the
the door?
door and check to see if it's unlocked.
It is not even locked, but the door seems to have been swollen up. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have a detect magic running?
I
think
had
he
one
did.
running last round,
Yeah.
or last session.
Yeah. So, do you remember how long it's been going for? Because I think it's only 10 minutes per level, or 1 minute per level. I'm questioning whether it's active or not. Yes, the knight is in rusty armor. Thank you for joining us, Robin.
It's 1 minute per level, at level 6, so I will recast it.
All right. You go up to the door to check to see if it's locked. It is not locked. It just seems to be swollen. As if it is got very little gaps in between it and the edge and the door itself. Maybe the door has been increased in size to seal it.
Like a balloon.
Like a balloon. Maybe if it's even puffy around the edges, like it's bulging on this side.
Bulging door.
Alright, so with Detect Magic up, what, I can sense there's magic in the door? Or on the...
No, I was just checking because I realized that there's a rune behind you. The door was, I wanted to make sure your Detect Magic was running because that way I can track it for this game session.
Perfect. Alright. I'll try to open the door.
Alright, Strength Test.
I go invisible.
I go back around this corner right here.
Alright, we are moving you over... Oh, that's the wrong button.
No, that's not me. That's me.
Unfortunately, I can only grab the torch there. You're moving over here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, more like right there.
More like here?
Yes.
Alright.
And I am up close to the ceiling.
Stand on ground.
With an 11?
Do you want to be a drawing?
Yes,
Okay.
I always want to be a drawing.
I had to undo them
I'll-
at the beginning of the game. Sarah,
I'll
do you
wait
want to be a
see
drawing
if,
again?
Do I want to be a what?
Yes.
Drawing again. Hang on one second. We're going to move the torch over here so I start touching it so much. I want to touch Katinka. There. Now you can do... Let's fix him. Fix him. There we go.
Hey.
Oh, and look, it's updating over here.
Excellent.
Awesome. All right.
I'll wait behind Variellen to see if he can open the door.
On 11. All right. Your tiny arms reach out to grab a hold the door, and you kind of pull, and it cracks pretty bad. Snap, crack, pop sound. As you realize, it just seems to be a large piece of puffy decoration. If you push hard enough, you might be able to stab your hand in and grab a chunk of it and start pulling it out. You don't think it's wood, but it's designed to kind of look like wood.
Huh.
Do you want to continue destroying the door or something? What would you like to do?
Could I chop it down?
You can do
There-
whatever you want.
I will take, if it seems like it's not wood and more soft, I'll say, step aside, small man, and I'll cut it down.
What do you have to chop with?
I have my sword.
Alright, swords are not good chopping devices. Do you have an axe or something?
I thought you meant it was soft like felt.
No, it's soft more like balsa wood.
Just like
Oh.
you can stab and twist around, so we have like a little peephole to see
maybe
what's there.
cork-like.
I'll take the sword and twist it around like a fork.
Alright, so you're
Can
digging
I
your...
get out of the way first?
Oh, he's really large. You're gonna have to make a dex check to get past him.
Okay, so I'm just
Squished it
going...
between me and the door.
I'm just going to dart between his legs and over by the lantern.
Excellent.
Getting the heck out of Dodge!
Speaking of lantern, how high up is the lantern?
They're about 9 feet above the ground.
Theo, do you think you could grab a lantern with your sword?
Do you think with my extra reach with my sword, I can unhook it?
Oh, hell yes. Oh, yeah, that's not a problem. But you are currently trying to drill a hole in the door. Alright, so you're rolling the sword back and forth, and you stop as he's like, can you get the lantern? Are you gonna you're gonna stop and then reach up, grab the lantern or the torch?
Yeah.
It's more like a torch. Alright.
Yeah. Fine.
Alright, so you stop doing that for a moment or two, and something from the other side of the door begins, the crack near the bottom, little poofs are coming out. Something is going snort, like poof, poof. Something has come to the other side of the door and is now paying attention to it. The door, like I said, is wedged in there, and so you don't have a lot of vision of what it is, but it's there.
Well, now there's a hole in the door.
He put a dent in it. He hasn't finished the
Oh,
hole. Do you want to
okay.
maybe dig it out with a dagger or something? Finish the job he started, as he has gone off to retrieve a torch for the gnome.
No.
Okay.
As you see the snort, the breathing from the underside of the door, you hear a clink as I jump in fright. Oh, damn dogs! They're still awake.
All right.
And I go up and try and get the...
I'm going to change the effect on this. Okay, so this... who is going... So you pull this torch down. It's now a torch. Who wants this torch?
I'll carry the torch with my left hand.
You still have a light source on you.
Yeah, I'm not really sure where that light source is coming from, but I'm happy keeping it.
I should be...
You cast light on yourself at the very beginning of this dungeon. And you told me that you can cast that spell. Can you not cast light? It's a 20-foot light.
Dancing light, nope.
Okay, then I don't know why you have light. We're gonna... There we go. We're gonna fix it. Now you don't have light.
But now he does have light. Because he's holding a torch.
Yep, and now we're gonna fix it, and I'm gonna... So, what was the... Click on...
Was the,
cancel.
was the skull in my burlap sack, glowing?
Yeah, it still produces light. I've made sure that you have light. So once you move away from the torch, it'll be fine. 20 by 1. Cancel. So come back over here. Actually, we just come up to him. I don't know why. Yeah, it says 60-foot light on you. 1. Save changes. Delete this guy. Gone. There we go.
Alright. I think somebody actually activated, like, globules of light last time. Or
Sarah's
is that a
character
cantrip?
did, but they don't last very
Yeah,
long.
dancing lights are pretty for just a short period of time in their first level spell.
Understood.
Well, they're zero
Dancing
spell,
light
but-
is a 0 level
Yeah.
spell that lasts 1 minute.
Oh, that's not that very long.
Nope.
Yeah. I only get it once per day, though. Because it's my innate magic.
All right, so you're hanging out watching the door while something's sniffing underneath it. He hands him the torch, and now Very Inland has the torch. What do you guys want to do? Tinka.
I'm just holding my action until they open the door and something comes out.
So you have something prepped, like a weapon, or maybe ready to cast the spell or something?
My bow.
Yeah.
White crossbow.
I go to the door, pulling out my rapier as I do so, and hold the torch to the door,
All right.
hoping it burns.
Does anyone have an axe?
The door does begin to slowly catch fire.
No.
Yes, the door
I'm
is...
answering his question.
Oh, okay.
I have a metal hammer. I have a bear trap. I have a small steel mirror.
Oh, the bear trap. We should put the bear trap right next to the door, so if anything runs out, when I chop it down, they'll get caught.
That's
Well,
not
the
a bad
door's
idea.
burning down.
Oh, I look over right behind me, and it's on fire.
Yeah, it's starting to catch fire. It's burning in the center. As you're doing this, that another intelligence appears behind the door, and I would like to let you know that one of the intelligence has moved right in front of the door, and another one is behind it. And the one that's behind it is a lot smarter, but you still sense that there's one here, and one over here.
Okay, Theo, the really intelligent guy's back, so do you want to take the torch, or can I just put it down on the ground?
Stand back. Put it down by the ground.
Okay, so I'll put the torch down right in front of the door, so the burning part is still touching it.
Okay.
Katinka, do you want to set up your trap right behind the torch?
Sure.
If they are intelligent, I'm not sure that will work, but we'll see.
It might catch a hellhound. Either way, it'll slow them down.
Or it'll catch one of us.
Well,
That would be mighty awkward.
that's only if you're stupid enough to step on it.
Yep. That's why I fly. Where do you guys want it?
Right in front of the door.
Yep.
Right here.
Just in case anything walks out.
Whee! I'll put a bear trap, anything, down. And then I fly away.
Like that?
I just imagine a tiny fairy with a huge bear trap just Clunk.
I'm not tiny. I'm just small.
Is that where you want it?
Sure.
Okay.
That's where the door. They will step out of the door,
Yep,
right?
that's correct. It's a game stats basically say they have to know what the hell they're doing, that they're going to step into the area, it's going to have an effect on them, they have to make the save throw versus it, and so on and so forth. The door catches on fire. It's going to take at least a minute for it to begin burning successfully, to be a large fire and maybe spread and cause the door to start burning, falling down. 2 to 5 minutes later, after starting the fire, the door will most likely have openings large enough for you guys to see through. In the meantime, the hallway begins. Of course, the hallway is tall, so the smoke is rolling above your heads, and the sound of the roar. Yeah, I think I even got that one. Hang on. If you guys are on the Roll20, it has sound effects. Come on. There we go. There we go.
Excellent.
So the door is burning. And it's taking a minute or two. So any first 1 minute spells have now just expired. And bits of opening can be seen on the other side.
Should we do anything else?
Quick question.
Yes.
Detect magic.
Yeah.
Does that cover the range of the very intelligent creature beyond the door?
Yes, it would.
Do they have any magical effects on them?
You have to say, hey, I would like to focus in on them, because that's what Detect Magic does. You spend 6 rounds focusing in on something, and you determine what magical items it has and whatnot. You also have to have line of sight, or make sure there's not anything in between that will block it, like thick walls, lead shielding, and stuff like that. So you'll have to wait till there's an opening in the door to be able to see it well enough. You know, it's just a hole. It's just like detecting radiation coming through.
And that creature's right about there?
Yes, so from where you're at, the wall will actually stop you from detecting it. You have to be in front of the door.
I'll move right there, so
Excellent.
I'll be able to see it when an
Alright.
opening occurs.
After 2 to 3 minutes, we're at the 2 to 3 minute mark, the door's burning. It's now kind of smoky in here. And
Shall we prepare anything else?
I'll cast Invisibility Sphere.
where would you like to put the sphere at?
I'm pretty sure it just emanates from me,
Uh-huh. How far?
but I'll look that up.
Sure, not a problem. Appreciate it. All right, so while he's figuring out how far this invisibility... Anybody else want to do any preparatory protections at this point in time?
Yes, I would like to cast Eagle Splendor on myself.
I'm so beautiful.
Beautiful. Yeah.
10 feet away, or
Slight
10-foot
distraction.
radius. 10-foot radius around the creature or object touch. I will touch myself.
Uh-huh.
Please, no jokes.
Sorry, I'm 12.
What color do you want this to be?
Let's do blue.
Is that a blue? No, that's a blue. Alright, tell me if you can see that. On the gaming screen.
So, any affected creatures moving out of the area become visible, but creatures moving into the area after the spell is cast do not become invisible. So, I'll make sure that when I cast it, Zarkosa will be within the sphere as well.
She is.
Excellent.
It was Katinka you just moved onto. Alright, so all you are invisible now, as far as you can tell. There is a magical aura going on, and you can no longer see your comrades.
Can you hold an action?
Yes?
Could I hold a simple sword strike for if they come out or get trapped in the bear trap?
Sure. Alright.
Hold on.
And she's casting spells. Sarah, did you want to cast any spells? Is Katinka just sitting there with the crossbow loaded, making sure, licking all the arrow tips, looking down the sights, moving your arrows closer, making sure your knife is unsheathed in case you have to stab somebody?
Sure. And I'm also shaking my head because we should have just knocked on the door.
We did.
Hi. No,
nobody did.
Nobody knocked on the door. Nobody tried to be cordial. Nobody went, "Excuse me, are you home?" No, we just went, "Oh God, sorry, I made Baird bark."
I cast Zone of Silence.
I thought we did last session.
No, that never happened.
No,
I
nobody
cast-
knocked on the door.
Awkward.
Zone of Silence.
All right, how big is that?
Pretty sure it's the exact same as Invisibility Sphere. Let me do a quick double check.
I can't true strike other people.
No,
That's so dumb.
just yourself.
I only
Like,
put it on my
If
list
this
because
was my apartment
I'm gonna.
and somebody was like burning
Only
down
a
my
5 foot
door,
radius.
I would be pissed.
You could have knocked on the door at any time, Katinka.
So this is the argument going on in the hallway right now?
Yeah.
Under a Zone of Silence.
So does the zone of silence make everyone inside of it quiet?
Anyone within the zone can converse normally, yet no one outside can hear your voices or any other noises from within.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm
Okay,
gonna
so it doesn't silence anyone.
cast shield as well.
All right, you're casting shield on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That adds 2 to your AC.
4.
Doesn't
Awesome.
silence anything, no, but it basically creates a little bubble that stops all sound from going out.
Okay, I was going to say, if that silences people, that'd be pretty good to put on them in case they're casters.
Well, I think I have that spell too, but we'll see.
Let's see.
So right now I have a plus 11.
Also, trying out different accents, so it doesn't sound like my normal voice when I talk in character. I don't know what I'm choosing yet.
Okay, so you waited for an opening, and in that time as you're waiting, you do an invisibility sphere, you do a zone of silence. Zarkosa casts a spell on herself, and now she has a sparkly. How would you describe your shield floating around you?
Oh, it's a force, so it's like an invisible shield kind of thing. So, or it can be.
You can describe it however
Yeah,
you want.
I mean, it'll be like a swirling mass of glittery color,
awesome.
iridescent.
But things that are invisible, like invisibility spheres, don't have any appearance. All right, so
And,
Well, that's
the
kind of the
detect
point
evil,
of...
It does ping on the intelligence he
yes,
speaks of.
you ready your sword. So and he starts casting spells, and she casting spells, and you're focusing on the door. You can detect evil, and I will after 6 rounds because that's all it's going to take. You were from. Oh, that's not what I want to do. We're not moving the rune.
There's no point in negotiating the evil.
No. I've known evil people, and they
Evil?
can be talked to.
It's right there.
Yeah, and
I've known plenty of evil people, and they shall not be spoken to.
Telepathically, I'll speak to my 2 female party members, and only
Let's
the
see how
female
this-
party members.
Okay.
Girls, if he wants to go wham bam on the bad guy, then, yeah, I don't think knocking would have worked. Let's just do it his way because he is a giant sword.
All right.
So, in my brain, I respond, you know when you take your friends out and you got that one friend that gets super drunk and you have to babysit them the entire time?
Yeah,
That's what's
him.
happening right now.
That is what's happening right now.
And,
And I talk out loud. Just like that is what's happening right now.
and that's the point
Yeah.
where Katinka then says, "We could have knocked," and then
I cry your mercy.
What?
what?
It means excuse me.
Oh! Nothing.
Oh,
We're talking about you, not to you.
I don't hear you talk at all.
All right. Suddenly,
Is
your
the
detect magic.
hole-
You realize there is now a hole, and you can now kind of pinpoint toward that opening, and you begin looking through. One of the intelligence is moving backwards. One of the lower intelligence is moving backwards, and the higher intelligence seems to be moving forward.
Can I see through the crack?
With the hole, can I detect the magic?
This is the first round the holes appeared, because
Oh,
the
okay.
intelligent thing has poked the hole through.
Excellent.
How
So this
big is
is-
said hole?
The size of his finger. He is a medium-sized creature, so the hole is only about 2 fingers width, thickness and roundness and whatnot. I guess that's...
Can a crossbow bolt fit through there?
Fuck yeah!
Yeah, but we don't need to do it yet. Wait a second. Just wait a second.
Hawk evildoer, step out, so you shall meet your doom.
He can't hear you. We're in a zone
I
of
say
silence.
it anyways.
We're in
I
a
say
zone
it
of
anyways. I don't know that.
He looks around. And he sits there and steps away from his door. And he walks away. You don't see the eyeball anymore. The
He
door
not
is still
hear
burning.
me.
The door is still burning.
What a coward.
Do
can
you
s-
want to hit the door with the hammer?
Hammer. On wood?
The intelligence is returning. Only after a brief moment, the intelligence is returning.
Oh,
All right.
well, we don't know that.
You see some nozzle come through the opening in the burning door.
Like a nose?
Like a metal nozzle, metal tube.
What kind of tricks are they up to?
I would duck.
I don't know. I don't know what
No
that
one can
is.
hear anybody, by the way. So,
I move away.
I thought we could. I thought we
Yeah,
could
we could
hear
talk
each
to each
other.
other in the
oh,
zone
you
of
can
silence.
hear each other. Okay, so you. I thought you. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, zone of silence stops any sound from escaping the zone. But people within the zone can hear perfectly
I
fine.
would move out of the way. That looks like a firearm.
Already did.
Look at this strange metal nozzle. What
All
Oh,
right.
Jesus.
kind of tricks are these?
Put your eyeball up there.
All right. So, water begins coming out of it, like a little bit, spraying whatnot, creating steam and smoke. Comes out this metal nozzle that's stuck in the door at this point in time. It doesn't stay there for long before it pulls back, and then an eyeball can be seen in this now somewhat larger hole, as it's looking around, trying to figure out what the hell's going on. And then you see it looks down, and then it looks around, and then it steps
A little
back away from the
awkward.
hole. Like, so think
Guys?
yeah, go ahead.
It can see where the water is and where the water isn't. So it can see our feet.
Or I can see the bear trap that's in
Yeah,
front of the
that's what I was like. It's a little awkward. See it like he looks down, sees the bear trap right
Well,
outside
it's
the
in
door.
the zone of invisibility, isn't it?
But it's not a person.
Oh.
It won't turn invisible.
Okay.
That would be weird. Like, you walk into a room, click invisible, furniture's gone.
Well, I thought
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was a zone of invisibility, so it would be.
That needs to be
Uh,
the spell, though. That would be an awesome spell to turn like a bunch of objects in the room invisible. Great for traps.
You walk into a room, there's a hole in the middle of the room.
Well, it looks like he's not trying to start a fight.
Yeah, he looks like he's trying to put out his door. Then he looked weird, and he looked down, and then he stepped away from his door. You guys want to do anything in this interim?
I'm
Put him
Going
down
to-
his door. I don't really
I'm going to
think-
go over to this, and I'm going to pop my head out of the zone of silence. Hey, Katinka,
What?
this is your
What?
chance to knock on the door if you're going to knock on the door.
The door's still on fire, but you can knock on it.
I just want to point out Katinka's no longer invisible.
Yeah,
I
that's
am invisible because I have greater invisibility as a racial trait.
Wow.
And I said it before.
Yes.
Fair
I'm
enough.
invisible.
Yep.
It's pretty nice.
You have to
You
drop
know-
yourself to appear over there.
so. I'm just saying, you might want to do it now if you're gonna. He doesn't seem to be a bad dude yet.
I take the 5 foot long spoon and knock on the door really hard with it.
All right, you don't have to get that close for a 5-foot-long spoon. All right, so you do have to get close enough there. All right, so you knock on the door, and then the intelligence turns back around and gets close to the door, leans in and looks around, and is now trying to figure things out. As the door is somewhat put out, his mouth comes up to it and then begins spitting water up. And he's trying to spray up water to put out the top half of the door.
What?
It's not working out too well.
It's spitting water.
He's trying to put his door out, man.
Spitting?
Yes.
Like, is it like a long, like, does it seem like just some dude spitting water, or does it
Like
seem
he's got a
like...
mouthful of water and he's spraying it. And it's exceptionally
okay.
well developed.
I thought he was some sort of water creature.
Yeah, no, he's just got a mouthful of water going...
Like, oh, this is ridiculous. I go up to here and I cast the create water and I throw it like onto the door itself. It's like, fine,
Splashes
whatever.
him in the face.
It's just gonna make a
Yeah. As the water hits him back, he stumbles back. You know, the opening is now a bit big enough to see his eyes and face. And he moves forward and you hear him speak. Hello? What's going on? The dog thing behind him makes a grumbling noise. Are you sure
Still
I don't
in-
see anything?
Can you
The hole is big enough. If you want to stab
Back
your
up.
sword through, you could.
Hold on.
Still in the dome of silence. I'm like, come out, you foul demon!
Good.
I shall slay you where you stand. I'm just yelling,
Fair
and
enough.
it's not doing anything.
No.
I'm gonna go in front of the door.
he can't see you.
I know, hold on! And pop visible and say hello!
How long has the
Oh, right.
hole
He has to
been
make
there?
a save throw versus fear. You're not that
Also-
scary,
I'm not.
No.
but it's going to be
Not
scary
scary at
because his door's on fire. He just got attacked by water, and if I roll like a 1, it'll turn out to be a bad result. Let's just see how this
Okay.
looks.
How long has the hole been there?
You gotta go to the thing to see it.
I know. The hole's been there for maybe a few rounds, maybe 2 rounds. It's gotten bigger.
So only about 12 seconds?
Yeah,
Sure.
12 seconds because he's digging at it, trying to put water onto the other side. He doesn't want to tear down his door, but his 2 actions aren't working out too well. So he got a 5, and he's like startled and whatnot, and he holds his hand out. You notice he has more than one from where you're at. Oh wait, you're not right in front of the door. Never mind. You can't see too much of him.
No, she had to go right in front
so
of the
you-
door.
I had to, yeah. I
Okay.
kind of like, I moved here.
So you're in front of the door so that he can see you.
Yes.
Well, no, you're in the zone of invisibility, so even if you
It
pop
doesn't affect
invisible,
anyone.
there?
No, the zone of invisibility only affects people in the zone when it pops.
Oh, okay.
As soon as you leave the zone,
It
you
ends?
become visible.
And if you
It ends
re-enter,
for that person.
Right,
If you re-enter, you're doesn't do anything.
okay.
so she's visible if she wants to become visible.
Yes.
So you see that he has horns, carapace armor, red skin, almost bug-like, very sharp edges all over his body, and 4 arms. And immediately as he sees you, jumps back, holds up one of them, and
Hold on!
because he made a 5-foot move and has a base attack greater than 1, he quick draws, because of his other arms, a pole arm from his back. Now it's the opportunity for you to start talking and stuff like this.
Hey! Calm down. This was a big misunderstanding. I don't know how your door caught on fire, but I came here to ask you a
I
question.
don't know how your door got on fire.
All right. You see him. Now, if somebody's outside the zone of silence, can you hear them?
Yep.
Okay. So if he speaks,
Yeah,
she
it
will
just
hear
stops.
him. All right. He does speak. He says, "Holy crap, a fae! What is it saying? I can't take this risk. And he then takes his hand and he makes a gesture.
Wait.
What's that?
No, I was out, kind of.
Oh, you're around the corner outside the edge of the zone. Did you want to peek your head in and say something?
Really? Wait.
Okay, so he's like, it's a fae. I can't take this risk. And you stick your head in.
Wait. Whoa. It's okay. She's just...
Oh, there's another one.
It's fine. Everything's fine. We saw your door was on fire, and so we wanted to come in and help out and get the fire out. So apologies for any misunderstandings. Can you move the zone back a little bit so we can talk to this guy? That would be great.
I've also been continuing on my swearing at him in the zone of silence.
Could somebody please shut him up?
He's invisible.
Theo.
Can't hear him or see him.
Hand.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you have no idea that I'm there.
I can shut
I'll
him
grab
up.
Theo's hand and just pull him to the side. Theo, can you take a look at this for me?
What's this?
Here.
What are you showing me?
Well, I think it's a religious rune. I was hoping you could help me decipher it.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Okay, girls, go. Telepathic.
Alright,
Well-
somebody just delivered dinner.
Well, you have this opportunity to
I
take...
found a Castlevania pot roast in the wall.
Yeah.
Excellent.
All right. So he stopped with his hand. He sees there's two of you. You're adventurers.
Well, no, we're not adventurers.
No.
More of the master's projects.
No, we're not that either.
All right.
Not specifically.
Say yes. Say yes.
Does either of you have handle animal?
Probably not.
No. But we have really high charismas.
I know you have high charisma. So either of you chaotic neutral?
Yes.
I am.
Great. I need you to go ahead and make a handle animal roll. It is okay.
23.
All right.
Also 23.
The creature is in a combat stance as the hole is no longer wide, but this humongous dog head, and it's not hellhounds. You guys have seen pictures of hellhounds. This isn't a hellhound. It's a large-sized creature, hound-shaped, with barbs coming off almost every part of it. It immediately throws its head into the hole and begins growling at you. Eyes large, yellow, slits, fangs, and teeth, fangs, sharp teeth and fangs, and it begins jabbing its head in. And
Puppy.
it seems really agitated, and it's like growling and snarling. You can hear I guess that's Randy, on the other side yelling at it to get back. What would you like to do?
What did our handle animal do?
This would be the handle animal
Alright.
roll if you would.
Oh,
Yeah, I rolled a 23.
Okay.
yeah. 20.
So I'm
Also
like,
23.
Oh,
These runes are very
my,
fascinating.
what big teeth you have!
I think I have some meat. And I dig around in my bag and pull out something vaguely meat-like.
All right. You feed it, and the creature devours it quickly, pulling it in, and you notice another one as it moves away from it jabbing its head into the door broke off more sections of the door. When it pulled its head back through, it yanked out a large portion of the door, removing it completely from its location.
Puppy.
Wait, so it stuck its head through, and the door came off with it, so it's
Yeah.
like around it.
It's
Yep.
got a big old door collar.
Yep.
It's kind of just backing up, like...
Oh shit! I have to. I disarmed the bear trap.
Oh yeah, quickly move it out of the way so they never...
Stop! Stop!
Stop!
All right. Initiatives.
Awesome.
What I have seen... Oh no, he distracted me, so I wouldn't be holding my action anymore.
Yeah, you
No,
guys
you're not
are
holding your
there.
action.
21.
4.
15.
Initiative is... That would be... 23.
All right, it's got a 14 because it really wants a piece of meat too. It just saw its friend get a piece of meat. It didn't get a piece of meat. Got a 14. Katinka, you're on a 15. You're on a 4. So you're pretty much watching this horrific event taking place.
Pretty much.
Very Inland has a 21, and Theo has a
23.
23. All right, so Theo, Very Inland's talking a bunch of stuff, and you hear a crash noise behind you. As you no longer are looking at these ruins that he's distracted you with, you look over your shoulder to see a monstrous-sized barbed hound of some type entering the doorway, and it's got slobber on its face. It's covered in carapace and barbs. It's as big as an ogre, and it seems to be coming straight for Katinka.
Katinka, watch out! I dive in.
All right. What do you want to do?
I will take a slash at it.
Are you going to slash it? That's not going to stop its momentum
does it
after
look like
Katinka.
it's pretty close? Is there a defend action?
You want to throw yourself in front of Katinka?
Yes.
All right. There is a defend action. Unfortunately, in this game, it's a feat.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. So the only thing you can do is charge it or bull rush it out of the way.
I'll try and grapple it.
You can do that too. All right. So you rush into the same square with it to grapple hold of it, putting you in the trap's area. You need to make a save throw versus the bear trap.
Oh, didn't she disable it?
No, no one disabled
No.
it. She was doing
Oh,
that this round.
you said
She was doing it this round.
Oh, okay. All right. That's fair. What
Is-
what's the
Jesus.
reflex save?
Is this the bear trap, or is this the bear trap named anything?
It's
Anything.
All right, the save is a 20 on reflex.
Okay. Well, where do you see the reflex? Is it under skills?
It is a save. It should be near your attributes at the top.
Ah, okay.
Oh man.
All right. Let's see. What is that?
Oh, man.
Oh, I got. Oh, wow. Okay, I got a 21.
Excellent.
16 plus 5.
You step into the bear trap. You are now standing in the bear trap as you attempt to grapple the creature.
Oh Jesus.
Don't
All
even
right.
notice.
Don't even notice. All right, so you're going to make a grapple check.
Yes.
So somewhere on your character sheet should be something labeled CMB.
Got it. I have a attack
No.
bonus
No, it's
for
not.
grapple.
It should be called grapple.
Grapple.
Yeah, I see it.
That's what you're going to roll.
All right. Oh man, I got a 3 plus 9, so that's 12.
Guess what? Its touch AC is 12.
Oh, that means it saves or it got
No,
it?
you grab it.
Yes.
You leap between it and Katinka, grabbing a hold of it, and wrestling with the creature. What is your strength score?
My strength score is plus 3.
Excellent. All right. Where is its grapple listed at?
Oh no.
It doesn't have one listed. Oh, there it is. There's its grapple.
Oh no.
All right. So you grab a hold of the beast, and you're fighting it back. All right. Very Inland, what would you like to do? Uh-oh.
Fall asleep.
Here I am. Nope. I will cast Legions of Sentinels again.
All right. I need to make duplicates of yourself, don't I?
Oh shit.
Here.
I don't know if when I copy myself... Yep, when I copied you, it made the same blue bubble. Let's get rid of that. There's a drawing. Turn it to nothing. Save. Drag it over here, and it makes, what, 4 of you?
4. Yep.
All right. 4 sentinels have appeared. Can they stand in the same space as other people?
They can.
Excellent. Yes, and you're there in the bear trap, and now it is Katinka's turn. Unless, of course, Very Inland wants like make a move or something, like on a 5-foot adjust.
I'll I'll take a 5-foot adjust backwards, but detect magic should be pinging by now.
Yeah, I think it is. He has some scrolls on him. He's got the shield that you guys are looking for. You can see that. And he's wearing magical armor of some type, a couple of rings, scrolls. There's currently a couple of spells active on him as well, if you'd like to make a spellcraft roll at this time.
Absolutely. A 33.
He has Bear's Endurance, Bull's Strength, a shield spell cast on him. He's got a couple of scrolls that you can see. I'm not looking at his stats, but I have that memorized at least. He has a ring on his finger that looks like a ring of telekinesis. He also has a gold chime on his belt. Two gold chimes on his belt. And one of his hands are actually fiddling between the two of them. He's wearing a cloak of displacement, which he hasn't activated just yet. A 33 identifies quite a bit on him. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Alright, after I find out he has a ring of telekinesis...
I forgot one thing. He has a permanized energy resistance grater on him for fire and electricity.
When I found out that, or when I find out that he is a ring of telekinesis, I will telepathically speak to him and say, "Hey, guy, we just want the shield, and that's it. So if you could just put it down on the ground, we'll be on our way."
All right, make your intimidate roll.
It should have started out, "Hi, we're from the magic shop. This is our property." Oh, God.
16.
Awesome. That's a terrible way to start a conversation, but we're going to go with that threat and see how it turns out. 'Cause that's not diplomacy. Diplomacy sounds different. Would you like it to be more diplomatic?
Like in between there.
I mean, it's a modifier of 8 either way, so...
Okay. That was on your initiative 21. 15!
Oh, wait, is that me?
Yeah, that's you.
Katinka.
I don't know how you're gonna defuse this one.
You just see me like, huzzah, found beast, and I'm wrestling its horn.
It. He is in the trap, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean...
I'm none the wiser. It's just on my metal plating.
At this point...
Has it snapped?
No. I don't think
am I
so.
standing on it?
No, no. His foot is inside. He missed the pedal completely.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, maybe
it is
like
not... So when you think of a trap, you're thinking of something maybe about as big as round as your head. No, this is a bear trap.
No,
it's bigger than your head. It's meant to come up and clasp the bear above its joint. Mm-hmm. So that it immobilizes it and makes it difficult for it to run. Either it bleeds out or gets stuck in one position.
So while I'm wrestling it, I'm like getting dangerously close to stepping on it, but I'm getting there. Yep. Everyone's like, no!
Oh, gosh.
How tall are the ceilings?
About 12 to 15 feet up. 4 meters at least.
Okay. So, I'm not disarming the trap, because no. And I am going to kind of angle where I can see what's-his-face and say, "We're here from the magic shop! We just came to get property back, and, yeah. We're here from the magic shop. We're here to repo a helm and a shield."
All right. That's a little bit more diplomatic. Go ahead and make a diplomacy roll.
Whoa. Where is my diplomacy? I have 28.
Wow.
All right. Let's check out the... I do believe hostile is 25 plus charisma bonus. His charisma bonus right now is nothing, so I think you might actually sway him.
Nice.
Let me double check.
Okay.
You'll move him from one step in the right direction. I must have missed it. There it is. Yeah, hostile to unfriendly is a 20.
Then it's a 25. So
You can make him indifferent by pushing it to a 25. 30, yeah, okay. Yeah, so 25 will put him at indifferent. So he's just like, magic shop? What are you talking about? Get out of my head! And then all of a sudden there's a shit ton of people around him with weapons. All right. 14. This large, bulky creature doesn't know what you are, and you are in the way of the thing that has the meat, he's assuming. So he's just going to throw you. Like, he's going to break the grapple and then throw you. So,
okay.
Does
he have to make a check to break free from the grapple?
He does. You and him are both going to roll off on the grapple. I roll a d20, you roll a d20, and we add our grapples to our dice rolls, and the higher one wins. He has a plus 15.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Do they... In doing so, does that provoke an attack of opportunity?
It will!
Perfect.
okay.
So, I believe 2 of them have access to the creature.
The creature is large, and so he's in the doorway. We need to shift him around. So he would be about, 2 of them.
Perfect. And just a reminder, they do count as flanking him.
They do, because the paladin has him in a bonus for now. All right, I got a 22 on my grapple roll. What did you get?
Oh, I will roll. Oh, you got a what now?
22.
Yeah, no. I got a 4 plus 9, so that won't do it.
Not a problem. All right. With that action, the creature will now throw you.
Okay. Is that a strength save to see if that happens?
Huh? Yes, it's to throw you is just well, he broke the grapple. That's a standard action, and let's see. I don't think he can actually do anything else after breaking the grapple.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Okay.
He has to have some grappling abilities, and they don't. But he is able to break the grapple, and that's his action for this round. But he doesn't attack you.
So the 2 legions that are both flanking him rolled a 9 and a 13.
Both of them hit. Neither of them penetrated his thick, carapace, spiked ass.
Come on, Zargotha.
All right.
Damage would be a 7 and a 5, according to damage reduction, or before damage reduction.
Okay. All right. So the Legionnaires are attacking that one, and the other one that just chomped on the tiny piece of meat sees that there's someone attacking him, and or at least near him, and so he will attack the Legionnaire next to him. That's this one right here. All right. It has a plus 10 on its bite attack.
25 to hit.
19. It tries to bite a hold of the Legionnaire, but the Legionnaire is able to fend it off with, I'm assuming, its weapon.
Weapon, it doesn't say anything about a shield, but I would imagine it also has a shield.
Fair enough. The dog creature, the large dog creature. All right. Your initiative.
Yeah. So Yeah, like she said, we're from the magic shop. We've found these two people. Well, you can't see the other one because he's invisible right now, but they have been cursed with senseless violence. And right now we're trying to keep it under control. But please, just don't attack them. And hopefully they'll ignore you.
They will.
They will
saying that
ignore
to
you.
me?
No, I'm saying that to him, and then
Oh, to him.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes, and that's a bluff roll.
Oh, you're bluffing him.
Oh yeah, because it's like, yeah, just don't attack them. We're not.
Oh, you know,
we're
I
having a
forgot
problem.
something. Diplomacy suffers a neg 10 on the spot moments. You only actually got an 18. I keep forgetting that.
It failed though, so
No, it's going to be counted as a 20 because he's technically being intimidated at the same time, so I'm going to give you a bonus of 2. So that counts as a
his
20.
door did catch on fire, and we bursted
We did,
through,
yeah.
and I wrestled his dog.
Yeah, the dog with the door on its head is attacking the legionary.
It's like, and don't worry, those things over there, they're fake. They're not even real beings. So just treat them like chew toys. It's fine. Really, it's okay.
Theo is visibly hurt.
You're gonna be real hurt in a minute.
All right, so 18 plus 15.
18 plus 15 is a 33.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
My friends are these people have been cursed with a senseless violence, and the things in there are chew toys, so don't worry about them. And we're just here from the magic shop. All we wanted to do was find, we have a piece of paper. It explains everything. We have a missive. Verilyn, please pass me the paper and stop your little gnomelings from hitting those poor puppies.
all right.
Puppies.
So, at this point in time, it is now his turn. He's going last on a 1. Duquois pointed out that the trap is still active and you guys are tussling around in it. I'm going to need a save from both you and the other puppy.
Okay.
So it's a reflex save. The DC is 20. I will, I don't need to give any kind of special, but it's 17 plus its reflex for the puppy is 8, so that's a 25. The puppy is definitely missing the trap.
Yay!
No?
Nope. Nope.
All right.
I got a 14.
You take 3d6 in damage when the trap closes.
All right.
Oh, God.
Yep.
And it's bludgeoning.
Oh, okay.
Do you want me to roll it, or do you want to roll it?
Oh,
I let my players roll their own damage most of the time.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Yeah, no, it's
So-
cool. You guys roll your own damage. It's your death. You get to deal it to yourself.
Oh, so it's just to pass off the guilt.
There's no guilt for a GM.
I don't have any worry about
Oh my
slaughtering
gosh.
players. It's only 3d6. You've got, what, 70 hit points?
Not quite, but
Uh-oh.
I have 50. So you said 3d6? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, 1, a 3, and a 6. So
10. You'll take 10
Not
points of
10.
damage.
10 damage.
And
Oh,
that thing is
tis but a
stuck.
flesh wound.
That thing is stuck on you too, so you're
Yep.
gonna have problems.
You
with-
are.
Oh
This
shit!
Oh,
And it's
contraption.
a bear
Get it
trap.
off me.
It's above your knee.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like
is.
You hear the crunch of metal.
oh shit.
It's basically grappled to him. Like, he can't move.
All right.
It down.
Oh, no, he can move. It's just going to be awkward. You didn't chain it to the ground or anything.
Yeah, we didn't change
Just
the
like peg leg style.
Yeah. Visibly, this is painful and exerting as it crushes in on his leg. His armor seems to be holding, so maybe he's going to be fine. Nothing looks like it's about to fall off. At the end of the initiative...
I'm totally saying that we put that trap down so he wouldn't get excited about like seeing more things to kill. This is for your own protection.
But evil! Right here! They're attacking us!
All right. Randy...
I just see these two mystical creatures going shh.
Yeah,
I'm so confused. I don't know. This is against the paladin code.
We know, that's why you're staying in the trap!
If you've seen a hunk of metal be confused, now you have.
I'm gonna draw little eyebrows on him whenever we get a minute.
That's going to take a slight.
I wouldn't get too close.
Put googly eyes on him.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, yes.
Put googly eyes on the outside of his armor. He'll never know.
I know.
On the back of his head.
Great. Yep.
All right.
You better get it to me when in my sleep.
So
or else.
I'm going to analyze. His pets are being attacked by these things. He thinks this is rather amusing. You guys are casting spells, and you said that they are in the effects of a what curse?
Senseless violence.
Senseless violence.
Yeah.
All right.
She forswears too much.
Randy will laugh out loud maniacally and say, "Ha ha ha! Curse of senseless violence! You have been too long in the master's chamber. I was born to such curses." And with that, he will dispatch one of the gnome creatures. You come in here and attack.
My bluff was a 33 to get him to be cordial.
Cordial, right? But you were talking about a curse of senseless violence, something that
we actually did pass by like 3 like rune traps of
curses and stuff.
Right.
But he's still going to dispatch the gnome thing that's attacking his friend.
Okay.
I never said, in my statement just now, I never said, haha, I don't not want to help you. He said, you're attacking, you are cursed just like you've been here too long. This is part of the parlay. Now he's attacking the gnome thing that's attacking his friends, his pets.
Okay.
So, I mean, he's not just going to stand
hey,
there.
we fell for your trap kind of deal.
So he's going to try to dispatch this gnome thing next to him. What is it again? A 25?
25, and they all have a chance to attack on an attack of opportunity.
None of these are attacks of opportunities. All these melee attacks are melee attacks.
Perfect.
Alright, so, let's see. The polearm is an 11. Oh, it was already 11. 26, it's a Bill Gersom. It does 2d4 plus 8. I'm going to punctuate the end of my combat round with the rest of his statement as he stabs this thing. 13 points of damage as he stabs it with his hooky long thing.
Okay, 1 hit point left.
All right, and with his offhand, he taps it with one of the golden chimes, and that is in his belt. He quick draws it and taps it, and when it does, it creates a 15-foot cone from his location of shout, and he points it right at his own dog. So it's going to hit both of them. The shout will do 5d. Actually, no, he's going to point it in this direction, so it hits.
Why would he hit his sleeping puppy?
He's going to hit. Well, it's going to wake the puppy up. It's going to be a 15-foot cone, and he's going to hit this one. So he's going to get all of them with this chime
Activating
attack.
a magical effect or magical item does
Provokes
provoke
an attack of opportunity. Yes, it does. One of them. Do they have a 10-foot reach or a 5-foot reach?
5 foot, but the back, the top right should be within distance.
This one.
No, top right, that's top left.
Yes, this one's in with distance, and same with this one, so I can see 2 of them.
2? Perfect.
2. Also, I black screen again on my D20. Roll 20.
Wait, you got it. Yeah.
With rolls of 11 and 10.
Thank you,
All
good
right.
sir.
He parries with one of his with the spear that he's using. He blocks one of them with the back end, and the shield blocks the other quickly. This guy is deft. The blast goes out. It does 5d6 damage, and if the things, whatever it hits, are made of crystalline, glass, porcelain, or any other rigid bodies, they will take 10d6. The save is, of course, Fortitude, DC 18.
Oh my goodness.
Is it 5d6? Yes, it's 5d6. No, yeah.
So 2 of them pass, 2 of them fail.
All right, let's do some damage. Do you want to roll? Or do you want me to roll?
You can roll. It's your attack.
All right, 15 across the board.
15 would kill. Yeah, 15 would kill.
All right, so all of them are gone.
2 of them
2
passed.
All right, so we'll
So
say
would that be half damage?
yes, that would be half damage. So we're going to get rid of. These are the ones that are left. That's how we'll
Perfect.
space it out.
So they have 7 hit points left.
All right. Now he hit his puppies as well, so they have to make their saves. And their fortitude, I believe, was a 9.
I believe the sleeping one is considered helpless, so I
He
don't think it
is.
gets
He's
a-
going to take 15 points of damage. Where is it safe? 7. So the one that's not sleeping that has a door on its head. Rolls a 1!
Oh no, the poor door! He got stuck!
The door is destroyed, but he totally takes the brunt of it. 15 points of damage to both of them. I'm going to say they're okay. They can take that. It doesn't mean they're not hurt. And then as he does sword stab, twirl, blast with golden cone, he laughs and says, "Chaos! Destruction! I love it! What did you say you were doing here?" I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. There's like a fight going on while he's defending himself against the Legionnaires. Alright, top of the initiative.
I've had enough of this parlay. I will attack the dog.
We haven't even had the parlay yet!
We're trying to have the parlay.
Alright, what do you want to do to the dog?
I will take a strike.
Alright.
Alright, that is
The dogs aren't even evil.
Yeah, the dogs aren't evil.
That is.
Oh, wait, no. They are.
said-
No, never mind.
Yeah. They are. That is a 16 to hit.
Alright. You draw your sword back for a nice solid stab. You hit the front of the creature's carpaced skull, slide along its skull to its spiky bits, and along into its spiky bits, and draw your sword back before it hits. Your hand gets stuck into its mouth. You just scrape right across it.
Rip it from his mouth. Blast it.
You're like, clink, clink, and it's like armor hitting armor. You fought other armored opponents, so you know that you need to start looking for some weak spots, because, oh my god. You notice this hellhound isn't very fiery. You expected more fire from them. This one's really spiky. You realize you're not looking at a hellhound. You're like, oh, no better than that. All right. 21. Very inland.
Alright, Varianlin will cast Silence
Where?
here.
All right. And it's a 10-foot silence, 30-foot, 60-foot.
It's a 20-foot. And while it does have a will to negate, it only has a will to negate if I target a creature. Since I'm targeting the ground, it will, the zone will be immobile, so it won't move. But
20
there's
foot?
absolutely no will save. Yep, 20 feet. Basically, I wanted to encompass Randy, but not my party members.
All right. Give me 1 second.
You cast the spell or did you say dispel magic?
Silence. So I'm guessing I should actually be casting it about here, then?
Hang on 1 second. I have to
Yep.
make... Oh, let's see what I'm doing wrong. I was holding down control.
What does silence do?
Silence stops all sound.
Okay.
So it's a 20-foot radius.
That's what this is. And wait, now draw your line. All right, that's where it's putting.
So about here then?
Here?
Like I said, I want to encompass Randy, but not my two,
Sure.
but not my party members.
There we go. Silence. You lay out your silence. All right.
And for a move action, I will toss the directive to Zarkosa with a mental or telepathic, "Hey, catch."
All right. Scroll gets tossed at you. 15. Katinka. Could you feed puppers?
Yes. Can we take a break soon?
Yeah, we totally should take a break soon. Let's get through this round.
Yeah. So I'll say, can I intercept the missive since he's throwing it kind of like towards us?
If you want to be, that's your action, your move action.
Sure.
Okay.
Ka-cha! And then I kind of like hold open the scroll and it's like, look! We're here! From the magic shop! We have the missive! Look! Oh, well that was... I guess, since is it a neg 10 still?
Yeah.
14!
Alright, so you're waving the piece of paper around. So, I just want to let you know, bluff is going to be the skill that you basically lie to people quickly. So you're going to want to bluff instead of diplomacy.
I have bluff.
This is me giving you a kisbet.
Okay, I have bluff. Never mind. Then it's 17 plus 6.
Okay, so you're like... So you
23.
don't say, look, we have the scroll. You say, see, she's right. Here it is. All that you need to know is on this scroll. Stop fighting us. That's what you need to be checked. You want to lie to him and bring it down as quickly as possible.
Got it.
So what words do you use?
See, we have it right here. Everybody just needs to calm down.
All right. What did you get in total?
23.
All right. The dog's turn. On the dog's action, he will tell his dog to step back because he can command his dog on their actions. He doesn't have to make
He
a hand.
cannot speak.
He does, though. He does. He totally goes... "Ah, blah, blah, blah." His lips move. And so, as the game master, I'm describing my turn. And it is... He's going to command his dog to go back. He saw a spell just went off, but doesn't have any clue what's going to happen. So, as he commands his dog to step back, the dog doesn't. Instead, the dog decides it's now going to ravage the Tin Can Man who's in its face.
Come at me!
All right. The dog is going to boop you. There we go.
Oops.
Oh my gosh. Snoot.
It's gonna snoot boop you with its mouth.
Such deadly force.
I rolled 9. It gets a plus 10, so that's a 19.
Does not hit.
All right, you are able to
Or
block.
hits, but
You can describe it as you can be like, I raise my shield and keep the creature from getting too close and stuff like that. As you've noticed, you made a 16. I said you hit, but you ran across his armor.
when it bites down, I just grab its jaws.
Holding it back. Oh, cool. I like that. All right. The other dog who got blasted by its master is now just like confused. He's going to attack the sentinel next to him. Same again. A 21.
Nope.
All right. And the one that just woke up just backs the fuck up trying to figure out what the hell's going on. And the one who's been across the room actually sleeping is now getting up and walking over to see what the hell's going on. So it comes up, and it's just going to help its buddy out and chew on this one.
2 attacks of opportunity then?
Sure.
16 and a 12.
Their thick armored hides are causing your legionnaires to have issues getting through. Their plating is almost as powerful as plate mail. All right. After 14, it is now a 4's turn. You can see he's looking around. He seems confused as he's said stuff and nothing's happened. And he's trying to figure it. A zone of silence, is that illusionary magic?
It's just silence, and it is illusion. Yes.
Okay, so it doesn't have a visible effect.
There's no visible effect, and it came from an invisible creature in a zone of silence. So,
Yep.
yeah, no, there's no way of knowing that spell's actually active.
Yeah.
For
So you think he's just engaging the moment of the combat. He seems to be smiling as he's stabbing all these illusionary things and whatnot. But now his chime's not making any noise and he's looking around and he says something to the dog. You're not sure what. You can definitely tell he's in a zone of silence.
Okay. So, if we want to have something, like some communication here, why don't you come a little closer and we can all make sure we get this all sorted out? Just so maybe like into the corner. Hi, come this way, because right now you're in some, it's not gonna work.
Okay.
And I take the paper and I unscroll it and
She did. When she caught the paper and she was waving it around, so you snatch it from her and you start waving around.
No,
too.
I start trying to get it to him.
All right, so you want to maybe duck between these two guys?
Yes.
And walk over to him?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have acrobatics?
No.
All right. Actually, no, there's no acrobatics in this game. They have something else. What was it?
tumble.
You have to tumble through that area. Otherwise, you could walk all the way around. You really could just just walk.
Yes,
up.
I'm like, 1 second. 1 second.
You just see as the giant hellhound is like on my helmet. I'm like,
Yeah, he's holding it back. It's now gnawing on his head.
Just come over here. I will just come this way. And so I have the paper. I'm like, I've got it open. I'm trying to as this will be fine. Just come this way. Try not to get too close to the tin can though. Just so we can have a chat.
All right.
As I hear that, I will take a free action just to telepathically communicate to Randy. If you agree, nod before walking, and I'll drop the magical effect.
Okay. On his initiative, he turns to look at you as he's now poised with his weapons at the legionnaires that have appeared. And he sees you, and then he stops and he looks around for a minute. And then he steps forward because he's and as he steps out, he realizes he's crossing the boundary. He says, "You don't have to speak both in my head and out loud. I can hear both of them quite clearly, and you should always speak with the same. Tell me what this is before I start slaughtering you all, such tiny little children."
Oh my good. Hi, I am Zarkosa, representative of the magic shop.
The magic shop.
Yes.
From, Landoria?
From Sigil.
From where?
A place not of this world.
You see his eyes change. He drops the polearm with two of his hands "Oh! You're not from this plane?"
Correct.
The master, and he grabs a hold of you at this point in time. He has a... Let's check out his grapple. Because this is still on his turn. By the way, he made no nod. He has only a grapple of +8.
I think he assumed that I was talking in his head and talking.
Yeah, totally.
That's what it looks like.
Because he can't see this guy over here. He has no idea. He knows the voice is different, so he thinks you're just fucked up like he is. So he grapples you, and he's like, You can get me out of here? Like, out of this plane?
God.
Well, we're already
For
helping.
a price.
We're already helping your other friend,
Wait,
so
and he puts his fingers on your lips.
For a price, yes, absolutely.
that's not me. I was like, that's not me.
Alright. He reaches over to his hound, and he pulls his hound off the metal man. And then he says... pulls his hound close. Does anybody here speak, not Draconic, but Abyssal?
No.
I can. I have at least one other language that I haven't picked.
Do you want to know Abyssal all of a sudden?
Sure.
He tells the dog in Abyssal, find the invisible person. And then he lets go. And the dog seems no longer interested in you. And at the end of his action, because that's a handle animal, so he's like 2 hands grapple, handle animal, his actions are done for this round. He says, if you can free me from my prison, I will gladly give you whatever. I am a prisoner here. And he reaches out. At this point, you realize he puts his hand out and he can't push past something that's in front of you.
Interesting.
As he gets close, I'm just like struggling with the bear trap, like.
You want to
Calm
make a
down there,
strength?
sport.
You want to make a strength test? You can undo that at this point in time. And we are going to take a short break, everybody. We're going to take a break because there's a tiny little guy back behind me who needs to go potty. And we're going to go do that, and we will be back in about 10 minutes. So enjoy the cool cutscene and music coming up right now.
Sarkosa.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Will be the
And
best.
we're back already.
Yes.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. All right, we return. Hi, I'm Original Box Sets GM for tonight, Max, and I have with me Cassie,
Hello.
Sarah,
Hello.
Star-Lord,
Hello.
and Evan.
Hello.
We don't have Evan yet. He will be back shortly. If not, he might be muted. Last we just left off, a little bit of chaos has happened. As you can see, there's a bunch of colorful circles all over the place, and the party is trying to figure out how to defuse the situation or infuse the situation with explosives.
No, please don't.
No, not explosives.
Please don't.
All right, so here we go. We're starting off on a new initiative. which the top of the initiative would be very inland.
Theo.
Yeah. I'm at 23.
Oh, you're correct. Theo would be the initiative.
I would like to, the immediate situation right now, the bear cage.
All right. Make a strength test.
Alright, that would be a 16.
Done. You're out of
Alright.
it, but it's not reset.
Okay, and looking around, seeing this giant hell beast, this demon to my right, and then all of these people saying, like, stop, hold on, for these dark beings. They're obviously corrupt of heart. I'm really confused. I don't know what to do with myself. I instinctually, like, not even of conscious thought, I reach into my burlap bag and I hold the skull, the gemmed skull with the sapphire right in the head, and I just close my vision and just, like, ask, what do I do? Should I not kill these things?
All right. You seek some level of answer. There is a connection between you, the skull, and the divine beyond. And it speaks. Still, you hear the voice echo. Through song, through embrace, a warmth comes over you. An acknowledgement of what you're saying feels good. It reverberates back to you, and you do not feel any hate or any anger in the moment. This is confusing because the hate and anger would be directed or kind of infused with other thoughts and ideas. And you feel that your God is letting you know something is okay. That things are going to be okay.
I just nod, put it back in the bag. I turn to the demon. Hawk, demon, stand down and listen to their words. I shall spare you.
You can say it. You don't have any actions left, so it's not either intimidate or bluff, but it's cool. You say that, and he just, is he for real? All right, very inland.
Alright, I will drop the silence spell, so that is the yellow one. Cast Spider Climb on myself and start climbing the wall behind me.
Okay.
Spider Climb gives me a climb speed of 20 feet, and I do not need to make a roll.
Okay.
And then I will telepathically reach out to Randy once more. We can get you out of here, but like I said, at a price. And that telepathic message will go across to everyone, not just him.
Okay. So you all heard that.
Okay.
All right. After Very Inland's turn, it is now...
He pulled this one back and told it to go do something.
Yeah, it's going to push past you guys here in a moment.
Oh, okay.
On its initiative of 14.
Got it.
All right. Katinka.
I am going to... Wait, this is the dog that wanted the treat?
Yes.
Pull out a vaguely meat-like bit of jerky and deter it from going and looking for the Invisible Man.
Do you have abysmal?
No.
No, so you don't know what he
right.
commanded it.
The abysmal
Right, sorry,
language.
the abysmal.
That's how I would put it.
The Pepto-Bismol.
Abysmal language.
I try to feed it anyway.
All right, so you feed it. It's very satisfied with you feeding it. And you're pulling it out of your bag?
Yeah.
All right, make a handle animal.
Yes. 14.
All right. You feed it 1. The creature ignores your feeding and goes for your bag instead. So it's going to make a grapple attempt to take your bag.
Aw, come on, guy.
17 plus 15 is a 22. And it grabs your bag and ignores its master's commanded action because hunger is much more important, and it pulls it into the room as quickly as possible, provoking attacks of opportunity from the legionnaires. And when the other ones see that it's dragging and the stuff in your bag is dropping out, they're now paying attention to all your stuff that's dropping at this point in time.
Oh my god.
This can't be good.
They will hold their attacks.
All right. What else is in your bag?
Yeah. What did you take out of your bag of holding and put in your bag before we came down here?
Potions of many exploding.
Well, I put most of the potions back in there. So there is holy waters, universal solvents, acid universal solvents, alkali flasks, alchemist fires,
Okay.
acid plagues.
Okay. But meat as well, I assume.
Yeah.
All right. The other hounds are at this point in time more interested in the things that are coming out of the bag. There seems to be a level of communication with the rest of them that this bag has stuff in it, and they are now actively sniffing, picking up, biting into, and eating bits of meat. One of them immediately is, we're going to roll for each of them, and if any of them get 5 or less, they eat something that's not meat.
Yeah, because it would.
What's in your mouth?
There's one that eats something that's not meat.
Drop it.
There's another one that eats something that's not meat. Another one eats something that's not meat.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
So they're just like full mouth, wide open, eating everything on the ground at this point in time. It's like somebody grabbed the bag of kibbles and started dragging across the floor. Meat scatters. They're chewing up pieces of wood, metal, glass bottles. There's an explosion of fire.
Oh, Jesus.
One of them swallows whole the alkali bottle. Another one picks up... Did you pull out your retriever staff?
No.
Okay.
Staff of survival?
Yes, the staff of
Yeah.
survival. That's not an
No.
alkali.
No.
Okay. One of them is currently chewing... What?
Actually, I guess that would have to be, like, strapped to me somewhere, because
Okay.
it's bigger than the bag.
Yeah.
So they are now eating anything on the ground mixed in with the meat at this point in time.
Oh.
It's like the ration, like, packs that we get.
Yeah, they're eating everything. Cloth, shoes, where's your hat of disguise?
On my head.
Okay, good. What other items are you going to lose at this point in time? Because all of them are eating everything.
I mean, I don't
Should there
have
be
any,
a roll to see what they eat?
I don't have any items. I just kept all my potions in there. Like, all the...
So,
Like-
let's just make sure. So, you had 3 anti-venoms, 3
Yeah.
acid flasks, 3
Yeah.
universal solvents, 3
Yeah.
holy water, 3 alchemist ice, 3 alkali flasks, 3 alchemist fire, 3 acid
Acid.
plague,
Yeah.
3 elixirs of love, 3
Yes.
unguents of timelessness, and 3
Yes.
cure
Oh my
light
God.
wounds.
You
Yeah.
had
And
me
your
at
steel
elixir
mirror.
of love.
There's gonna
And
be
my
fireworks
steel mirror and a hammer.
You had me at elixir of love.
Right?
Now I'm just imagining those 3 creatures.
Well, let's
Dog
do
hump
this.
master.
So this is what we're going to say. This is what's happening. This isn't just like they all woofed it down in one time.
No, but
they
they-
dragged the bag. There's now a
Scattered
mess. There's now a mess, and oh dear God, they're all like stopped what they're doing, and they're now hoovering up like hungry puppies.
No,
Hungry
no.
puppies.
You guys should probably stop.
Do any of them eat the acid plague?
Yeah.
Oh god,
Does
they're
that
gonna
stop
have
them at all?
they're gonna have the worst acid reflux ever.
Oh, they're gonna have the worst poops.
Oh.
Yeah, with the universal
No.
solvent going through their guts.
Oh.
Oh, it counteracts it, so
So-
they're eating it anyways.
Yeah, like if
There's
one
a-
of them eats
yeah.
acid and then eats an alkali, he's going to be fine. But the universal solvent is like a glue remover. or allows things to become greasy, and it's just going to cause everything to go straight through.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, they're going to like start going like.
It's
Do you
like,
want to
Start
like?
peeking it out right away, like when a dog eats something and
my-
they just.
Do you want to roll a
You know.
d12 and see what they eat?
Yeah, we'll get to that at this point in
Okay.
time. But
right
we're
now,
not,
there's potions scattered everywhere.
and like
they're-
hungry little puppies, they're trying to eat everything they can. They don't even know what not to eat because it all smells like meat to them.
Oh god.
Max,
Yes.
can you play Ring of Fire really quick?
No, we can't.
Unfortunately, I can't. I will put it on my list of songs to put in for you.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we can't, because if we do, it'll get flagged for
Copyright.
copyright, and then it'll
Yeah.
silence our game for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's
Down in the ring of hellfire.
Yeah.
There you go.
yeah. Now, if somebody does a song similar to it, then we totally will. Yeah. So
Oh, man.
Down
I was on 14.
Hellfire.
4.
That was so bad.
Yeah. That's
Oh
terrible.
my god. I'm staring
hey.
like I'm no joke. I was going to tell Very Inland that, hey, you might want to just like, call off your invisibility, because he doesn't really like that very much. But now there's all these dogs that are in there trying to eat stuff. And so I move in. I go in, and I'm shouting at them in Abyssal. Put that out! Get that out of your mouth right now!
Pet dog.
What are you doing? And I'm like, I'm walking up. It's like, open your mouth!
What do you got in your mouth?
Hey, drop it. Drop it.
Make a handle animal roll.
Ooh.
Ooh.
15 plus. Oh,
Nice.
no,
Yours
plus
is
11.
higher.
Plus 11.
Plus
So
11.
yeah,
Wow.
20, 30, 20, 30. I don't know.
26.
26.
She cast, just to let the audience know, she cast an Eagle Splendor on herself before all this started, which gives her a +4 to her charisma. So that means her charisma bonus, which is already really high because of magic items, her character's race, and everything. She's now at a +11. You move quickly into the room. They are hoovering up whatever they can. All right.
It's like, get away from that!
They do. They spit, begins putting stuff out. You use that commanding voice, and they stop what they're doing. But we're going to go around. They're going to stop, but we're going to make a will save. If the dog makes less than a 5, he wants to keep pushing the
Oh,
odds.
Jesus.
All of them
Let's
have already
push the
eaten.
odds right now.
Oh god.
They've already eaten things, and we will determine what they eaten in just a moment. But starting around, nope, that one stopped. You totally got his attention. He's like down, like, oh man, I did wrong.
Nobody talks to me like that.
Not the dog that got the bag, though. He's eating the bag too. Like, nom, 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 nom. If I eat it fast enough, she can't get it away from me.
That's what my cat does.
Oh
This one that you smacked, it spit out the acid plague bottle. And this one stopped. So this one back here is the only
Jesus.
one who's like eating more. All right, so D12 time. So we're gonna go around, starting from this one, and ending in this one. All right.
Okay.
So one of those on the list needs to be meat. In fact, you should probably put 2 meats down there.
Okay.
And hey guys, good news. Nobody uses consumables in RPGs. Fine.
So we have a total of what, 14 to roll through?
10.
12,
12.
14. Yep, 14. So I'm going to roll.
Why don't we just... Never mind.
I'm going to roll, and we're going to put a meat in here. So it's meat's going to be in the middle, and we're going to roll a d10 and add 4. All right. All right, so you start counting. All right, so this is going to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. An acid plague! So the first one did eat an acid plague.
Okay.
6.
That's
Alchemist ice. And he also then eats, other than the bag, what's before alchemist ice? A holy water. The next one in line.
Ooh.
6,
Does
7,
holy
8.
water do some stuff
Alkali
to that?
fire.
Flask.
Alkali flask. And then the last one does meat. Alright, so just to reiterate, this one actually got meat. They all got meat, but this one got an extra helping of meat. This one got the alkali flask. This one ate the acid plague. This one ate
holy water
the holy
and
water
alchemist ice.
and the alchemist ice. So it eats the holy water first, crunch, 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 water bursting all over the place. It eats another one inside the bag, and poosh, its mouth is now frozen.
Oh,
Oh.
poor baby.
It's like whenever an animal has something on there, like
Now it's like trying to
Head
rub
around.
itself on the floor, just like how Bernie does when he's like trying to itch his face.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
By the way, this is quite a shocking scene for me. These giant hell beasts that I like swore to kill in my paladin code is now like innocent little puppies chewing on meat,
Yep.
and you're just like wrangling them, and I'm just shocked.
Randy takes a step back, and he's going to walk over to you and be like, "You have a gift with animals. And hell beasts." You can see he's got a very wild look in his eye as he's watching the whole event. And he will scoop up an alkali and walk over and shove it into this one's mouth, identifying exactly what's going on and feeding him the correct response to make sure the dog's face doesn't melt off.
Yeah.
Then he turns around, walks over to the one that ate the alkali, and puts an acid into his mouth. And feeds them both. He does not do anything for the one that has a frozen mouth, though. Poor guy's just going to have to wait for it to thaw.
Oh my god, his nose. His poor little nose.
All right. The large beasts do act like overgrown dogs as they're being treated. The one that ate the acid plague and was given an alkali is rubbing his face just like the one whose face is frozen, while the one that ate the alkali and was given the acid is excessively drooling.
Oh no.
Like uncontrollable amounts of slobber. So we're going to step out of initiative, but we're going to keep a sort of initiative round. We're going to go see what Very Inland has got himself up to, other than the ceiling.
Theo.
No, we're going to go to Very Inland.
Okay, I will hold to see what Randy does.
Holding for Randy. Theo, the skull has given you a warm feeling, like things are okay, and now these beasts are being commanded by words.
Okay, so I'll just step up and to the demon. How tall is he to me?
You're probably about 4 to 5 inches taller.
Okay, just standing over him, and I'll forcefully yet little hints of kind words to negotiate with him, and just say like, "I have spared you from this battle, but these people seem to have business with you. I suggest you listen to them."
While petting his dog, he looks up to you and says, "That's the plan, Metal Man." He looks
Can
you
I
up and
just do,
down.
like an assistant, like just assist in their negotiation.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. So now we're going into diplomacy
We're
mode.
going actually into slow diplomacy mode. He's going to get to a point where he's got his dogs put over, and he's going to take the meat away from them and just move them over and start pulling out some kibble and whatnot. The dog with the frozen face, he's bringing it over to the fire pit and is getting it to put his head near the fire pit. And Randy is tending to his animals at this point in time.
just be like in the fire pit.
Yeah,
since
he's
they're, like,
literally
out-
he stuck his head into the fire pit, and Randy throws some more stuff in there to keep it burning. Let's give a description of this room because you guys are now in it. Bookcase along one wall. There's a chute that descends, as you can see the grating here. It looks like it goes down pretty far. It's dark. Various torture devices are scattered around the room. You can see over here where I'm clicking in the darkness. I guess you guys can see it.
No. It's like we can only see probably about halfway through that fourth puppy.
Okay. Yeah, because the room's really dark. There's no real light in here other than this slow burning fireplace right here. Wait, do the Legionnaires stick around or are they dismissed?
They're dismissed.
I removed their light source from them as well because they don't actually broadcast. So he's backed his dogs up. He's feeding them. You see there's like a damaged cage to one side. These things right here are hanging cages.
Oh, good.
Where you put someone in them and keep them. And there seems to be a torture rack over here. And
Is there
right here,
anyone in there?
no, there's no one in any of them.
Okay, good.
And this is some sort of stone table with red marks on it and grooves cut into it, like maybe for sacrificing or bleeding of people.
Let's I love your decorating.
I didn't do it.
Oh,
You just see like Theo just kind of turn his head towards you. It's like
What?
tilts his head like what?
The pot that he's throwing stuff into, you notice that when whatever he throws in, it immediately bursts into like a blue flame for just a moment. The pot is inlaid with images of demons fornicating and killing humans on the outside of it.
Interesting.
You are sensing
Giggity.
you are sensing evil from the pot.
Can I take a look at it and
Yeah.
see if it's like it resembles anything that I know?
Sure, knowledge, religion.
All right. That will be a that's a 9.
These are
Or 10.
demons.
That's a 10.
Oh, it's a 10. That might be an altar. Sacrificial altar, you put something in it to burn it. You lean in and look, and you think you can see what looks like gold and silver coins in the burning pot. They're tarnished,
that is
but they're definitely coin-shaped. So he's taken from where he's at dealing with his dog, and he's now talking to you two ladies. I'm assuming you guys are going to
Yes.
be describing to him exactly what the hell's going on. He is
I'll
still
just kind of walk around and like be next to the conversation, and after what I stand next to him very toughly
Okay.
to assist in the negotiation.
Excellent. So, as you can see here, we are required. No, actually, I go all the way back. So, how this works is somebody will rent items from us, like in this instance, the helm and the shield, listed right here. And when they don't pay or renew or bring them back, they have to send us out to collect them, and so that's why we're here.
This is strange.
it's a living.
This is vile and evil. I love it. You sell magical items to anyone?
To anyone,
Yeah.
as long as they have the money for it.
How much does one of these things cost?
The listed value is not something that we're told most of the time.
Oh,
have a
so
pra-
you're just peons.
We have appraisers for that. We don't need to do that desk work.
Ah. I understand. I do, trust me.
Forcers.
He'll
So-
rub his face and scratch his skull. Very Inland, were you going to say something?
Yeah, telepathically to... Not Katinka... Zarkosa. To Zarkosa. If you need an appraisal, I can do it.
I'll go, I will, I will respond telepathically, be like, please, be my guest. I don't pay attention to those numbers.
And at that point, Varianlin will, still invisible, enter the room.
Oh, right. But your light source isn't invisible, and so a disembodied, silent light source comes into the room on the ceiling.
What's the light source?
Your torch.
I dropped it by the door.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Never mind.
By the way, while he's walking in, can I just take a look at this shield?
Don't have a light source. Don't have a light source. Save changes, man. Yeah, the crystal shield on his arm.
Yeah.
You have to. He's on its arm, so he hasn't relinquished it.
Yeah, can I just perception it, kind of see what it looks like?
Yes.
I'm not familiar with this.
It is. It looks like it's about at most an inch thick on the edge and up to about 5 inches thick in the center. A solid, clear, yellow crystal of some type, flat disc that has a buckler's attachment to the backside. The buckler attachment is a piece of metal that runs through the actual crystal and out the front. So there's a metal band on the front. There's images and symbols that have been carved into the front of it, and it's really pretty. Really pretty. I mean, when you guys were doing your thing, he threw that up to block one of the Legionnaires' attacks, so he definitely is utilizing it as a...
It looks holy in nature?
Yeah, I would describe it as rather holy. It definitely could be holy. You're not detecting evil from it, but he's evil.
Yeah. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Continue on.
All right. So you're after this.
Yes, and
And he points at the shield on his arm.
is that the description on the piece of paper?
Yes.
Then yes.
I will reread the description just to kind of make sure so that everybody knows. You guys have the description directly on the piece of paper. The shield of Unakit is made of dreamstone. You didn't do any research, but it's made of dreamstone, which is a translucent yellow stone. The shield is thickest at the middle, and the command word is Unkfish. When upon saying it, it would have several effects. Without saying it, it provides... it's a great shield. In fact, it provides a +3 shield bonus and a +2 deflection bonus to spells and spell-like attacks that require ranged touch attack. And if the person rolls a 1, it automatically is reflected back to the attacker. So if it's a spell or spell-like ability. But if you say Unkafish, it will light up.
But I didn't do any research on that, so...
No, that's all...
it is?
That's
It's
written down. The instructions
okay,
and the information about it. There are details I just skipped over.
Oh, okay.
That are like the history and other things. I'm assuming that the magic shop would print some instructions along with the magic items, because like if you come across a dangerous magic item, you want to be able to turn it off.
Yeah, I want to make sure that
Yeah.
we're not going to get cursed.
Yeah, exactly.
So what about the helm?
It's not here, as far as you can tell. This guy's got no helm on. But the description of the helm of it is made of the skull and scales of a bronze dragon.
Ooh.
Between the scales and around the eyes and across the ridge is inlaid with pink, white, pink, and black pearls. It embarks to its wearer immunity to electricity and cold. And upon putting it on, increases the overall armor value of the armor that they're wearing. Upon command, no command word, just command, it will produce a cape that allows the wearer to fly.
Whoa. So
Kind of
as,
imagine like bronze dragon wings coming out.
Yep.
so as you see here, the shield in this document is the one that you are currently in possession of. And the helm, have you seen that anywhere?
Yes. Yes, the trash monster has it.
Trash monster.
Yeah, he lives
Yeah,
back
the
that
trash-
way, and he makes a direction point in...
The trash demon.
No, not the trash demons.
Oh.
Trash monster.
Is it adjacent to the trash demons that were in the same
No,
area?
nobody ever wants to go over there.
Oh, okay.
He's pointing in that direction. Yes, it's back down that hole and around a few corners.
Do you know said trash monster?
Yes, I know to stay away from it because it eats everything. I feed it every once in a while so it doesn't get out.
Well. Do you think you could escort us there?
In exchange for what payment?
Being able to leave with us.
All right. The voice in my head, the new voice in my head says that's what I would have to do. I'm more than happy to make that payment to get out of here. And are you currently
Unless you want-
telepathically speaking to everyone's mind there, Varianlin?
He is, but he isn't, saying anything.
Cool,
But I'm-
because in Randy's head you hear a voice that's not Randy's that says, "Hi, where are you? You're new."
What?
A quick scan, if I can, of intelligent creatures.
Uh-huh.
Would there be anyone within 100 feet in any direction, up or down, side to side, front to back,
Okie dokie.
capable of telekinetically speaking to him?
Telepathically.
Telepathically, correct.
Telekinetically.
Exactly.
He shoots the words
Messing with his
through
brain.
his head.
Alright,
Well,
so
no, I
other than the
was
people
thinking,
right here,
Yep.
there's the dog here, the dog over here, a dog over here, another dog over here. There's something over here, something over here, something over there. About animal intelligence. Something over here, something over here, 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 over here. A shit ton of things over here. Hundreds of them. Something over here. And these are of intelligence, and then something right here. And then there's something here, 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 here. And then back here. And then over here, 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 and here, 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 here.
We have a radar gnome. I love it.
I'm not even going to talk about what's above and below you. Or the
Oh.
amount of spiders around you that are non-intelligent.
Ugh.
Fair enough.
There's one on you right now.
Alright, so yes, is there anything intelligent within range to be able to send telepathy? No. But from what you feel like is that voice, that new voice in Randy's head, came from inside Randy's head.
Telepathically, Randy, who's that voice that isn't me and isn't you?
Randy looks at the two of you who are standing, three of you standing in front of me, goes, "Oh, now I have another voice in my head." The voice, a female voice in Randy's head tells you, "Leave them all alone. They're not okay. They haven't had their dinner yet. These children need to clean their hands. Clean their hands."
Oh,
I would get out of that head very inland.
yeah.
And detect
do
magic isn't doing anything?
Detect magic still lets you know the same amount of magic spells that are currently active. The spells that he's got up, I think the first one that might drop would be the shield. But other than that, nothing new has been cast.
Dude's got DID.
So, If all I have to do is take you around the corner and show you where the trash monster lives, then you'll get me out of here.
And get us there without too much of an incident.
Yeah.
I'll need to get a few things, and then there shouldn't be too many problems with getting you there without incident.
And of course, we have to be able to make it back so we can pick you up.
Yep.
Randy,
You have to help us
while you're
survive.
getting, again telepathically, this time just to Randy. Randy, what did you want me to inspect for you, or appraise for you? I'm one of the members of the magic shop.
His eyes will narrow, and Randy's posture and style change just a little bit, and his voice goes a little bit higher pitch. I don't know what's going on, but one of you needs to get out of my head. It's already crowded in here.
Oh, very inland, can you
Oh my gosh.
please?
Alright, 10 feet up on the wall, Variantlin will drop his zone of silence and invisibility.
Spider gnome.
No, he leaves his spider up.
Does whatever Spider does. Oh, goodness.
Spider gnome. Spider gnome. Does
Does
whatever.
whatever a spider gnome can.
Alright, the effeminate sounding Randy now screams and points at the gnome appearing and goes, "Oh my god, it's a garden gnome! Ah!" And he seems panicked, and he pulls back, immediately grabs for his hand, like holding onto his fist where the ring of telekinesis is, and is pointing at it. Apparently, maybe something's wrong, doesn't really like gnomes, maybe it wasn't a good idea. You guys, how do you guys want to deal with this? Randy's changed mentality and is acting weird.
Just calm down. He's just a very human.
Alright. Bluff roll.
Right. Well, that's kind of what I believe.
Well, that's still, I mean, otherwise it's diplomacy at a -10.
Okay. Honestly,
Randy,
it
I'm
might
just a
still be
really
higher.
small human.
So bluff. Okay, bluff is +1.
And diplomacy, I think. I
yeah,
think your diplomacy
my
is.
bluff is 20.
Damn, that was a good roll.
What would have been your diplomacy?
My diplomacy would have been 19.
Okay. You say that, and the effeminate sounding Randy goes, "That is one ugly little human."
I agree.
Then, like, Randy's position and posture changes. He stands up a little bit, and his eyes dilate, and he goes, "Sorry, my sister can be a bit of a bitch."
Theo, what did I say about calling me short? Hi, Randy. Yes, I am a small human, but I'm not short.
I would like to have something appraised. I don't know. I just want to get out of here. I don't care if anything gets appraised. I need help getting out of here.
Well, we'll help you if you help us get the helm back.
I will help get you to the trash monster. I am not fighting him. I am not going to try to get anything from him.
Randy, if there's anything on the way, will you help us fight those guys?
Between here and the trash monster is my domain. I have got him secluded.
Perfect.
But we have
And,
to come to an agreement that has to be shook upon.
Okay. Let's see. Katinka,
Yes, dear.
other than escorting us safely through his domain, is there anything else that you think would be appropriate compensation for rescuing him and his 4 pups?
He looks to the dogs. I don't care about them.
You should.
He looks you up and down. I do. That's not what I mean. Then he's kind of... You notice that there's a twick in his face. I really don't! I'm sorry, I do. You realizing he's changing between, like, what, two facial appearances and having an open argument with himself.
So, would I know if, like, demons, they would, like, on shaking hands, like, contract you, basically?
No, their contracts are generally in paper with maybe blood involved. That's what you know.
Okay.
I mean, you can make a knowledge religion check.
Can I make a knowledge arcana check on him?
Yes, you can. Knowledge arcana, knowledge religion, knowledge the planes. Those are the three that will work.
It'll be a 23.
Yeah, contracts can be written in, or they can be a verbal promise. Some demons can be bound by their promises. Sorry, some devils can be bound.
Okay.
Demons and devils are two different things.
Do I know if this is a devil or a demon?
You need to make a knowledge planes, knowledge religion.
Okay.
I got a 30 on my knowledge arcana.
That's more than enough to know that you could write out a quick contract with him, and that should be legitimate enough to keep your soul from being repossessed.
And 16 is my religion for it. This is a devil or demon.
Devils are more about rules and, doing things in a way which the societal structures are, and chaos. Demons are more about chaos. So far, you've seen this guy is not right in the head. He might be a demon.
Yeah, he's been saying chaos.
Yeah. So maybe a handshake might
Ladies,
get you... Go ahead.
Theo, can I handle our contract?
Do I know if I would be resistant to some sort of entrapment, evil entrapment?
I do believe you have some divine protections.
I have
protection from evil.
From evil and mind effects, evil sources.
So in response to yes, however, Katinka is also quite knowledgeable in contract writing via the magic shop, so if you two work together, I'm pretty sure we'll come up with a very reasonable agreement.
Fair enough.
I'm assuming diplomacy is a thing.
Yeah.
With contracting.
This contracts are diplomacy. Or bluff, it depends on if you're trying to screw the person over.
Katinka, can you fly up here for a second?
Whee.
Or a minute?
Sure.
Alright, so explain to me what's going on, and as well the audience, so that they can get an idea and put a picture in their head. 'Cause right
Absolutely. So while she's flying up, I'm going to conceal a spell of glibness.
Okay. He seems to be occupied moving over to the bookshelf, bringing some books over and throwing them into the fire.
Oh gosh.
Alright, so spell is cast.
I was only checking. I whispered to the party.
Oh, there it is. I see.
Should I be the one to be heading this contract? You could place some kind of evil spell on you. I know that demons do not deal in rules, but I'm scared you might entrap your soul.
Well, I mean, you're not wrong.
Okay, so Katinka, I'm thinking that
Puts more books into the fire pit.
I'm actually gonna go over to the bookshelf. That's what I was asking. I'm gonna pick up that torch and head over there.
we should help, or he should help us get to the trash monster and assist us in getting there as fast and as safely as possible.
Yes.
And then on top of that, assisting us as quickly and as safely as possible getting out of this dungeon,
Yes.
along with Obsidia.
So
Yes.
you're going to walk over and check on the pup with the ice facey?
No, I'm looking at the books.
Oh, you're going to check out the books?
Yeah.
He walks over with his little bucket and just immediately begins raking books and scrolls into the bucket.
Hold on. Wait, friend.
He turns to you and his
Right.
face changes. He goes on zip. What?
I just want to double check. Some of these might be worthwhile to keep.
They probably are, but they're now going to be good for burning. I must make sacrifices to my gods and the demon overlords.
Can I check to see if any of the scrolls are good?
Oh, you mean like good alignment?
Yeah, like a holy scroll or like
Sure,
some sort of.
He/she has already tossed a few in. Do you want to go try to dig them out of the pot? Is that what you mean?
Yeah,
or go over to the shelf and check them out.
If they seem to not be like burning, magical, I'll probably go grab them. But if not, I'd grab some off the shelf.
All right, so you look over into the pot. Bad news! Magical scrolls are made of paper. Magical scrolls do not burn. They do burn, and you can see in there that some of the scrolls are popping and fizzing as if they had magic in them and they're being burned. There's no saving them. Yeah.
I'm visibly pained at this.
All right. Do you have a
I
detect
rush
magic?
over to the shelf and I was like,
Okay.
"Do not desecrate holy scrolls." I grab.
All right. As you begin running in that direction, the dogs pay attention to the fast-moving object and all sit up. Because you're now running. You said you're running to the shelf, so the dogs pay attention.
I'm not like full on sprinting.
Okay.
But I'm like, I'm walking towards the shelf.
Let's do the fast walk.
All right. You get near. They still sit up. They didn't do that when she walked by, but now you've come up to them and they're just like looking at you, like a dog protecting territory.
Get these dogs out of the way! You're burning precious scrolls.
They might not be precious.
All right. So you're looking at the shelf. Do you have a detect magic up?
Yes.
All right. Da 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 da.
Just a few moments. I promise I won't hold you up on your sacrifices for too long.
You see 1, 2, 3 scrolls on the shelf that are magical, and there's one magical book. And it's currently in the bag that Randy has, or the basket that Randy's got.
I will say is like, when we free you, you're still going to be on your own. And so having things of value that we can buy from you will allow you to have the funds in order to live outside of this establishment.
His face changes as you start talking and whatnot. The attitude and posture dies down quickly, and he goes, "That makes sense. I can kill for a lot of things, but having gold that Then his face changes. "We've given it! We can't take it back! Leave it in the urn! It's still money that I could use! No! It's been given to the demon lords! Ah! I hate you! I hate you too! Yes, getting some more money would be good." You can see he's physically torn. Like there's one side of him, so you don't know what's going on. Poor guy. Not okay.
So I'll take the magical books and the book out of the
magical book.
The one
3
that
magical
was there,
scrolls.
the 3 magical scrolls. We'll hold on to these things for you, and we will be able to compensate you once we return to the magic shop.
You say this, but when we leave this plane, when will we be off of this plane?
As soon as humanly and inhumanly possible.
You can see there's a lot of satisfaction. He draws in a nasal breath and his sighs. Thank you.
As long as we
take them. Let's do this. Yes,
as
fine.
long as we don't run into trouble and you don't create too much trouble. And I also look over at at our knight friend too. Then we should be able to get out of here relatively quickly.
Randy sits there and says, "I promise that I will." It's up to you. There's dangers everywhere. No, we don't have to do this.
We could also.
This demon's unstable.
So, my good friend Katinka is actually a very powerful alchemist, and she would be able to assist you on something to calm yourself and make you relax, so you don't have to be as stressed out as you are right now.
All right, a sigh, and his eyes widen, and he fights for a moment. There's definite, very inland, you can hear all 3 of them in chorus are going out of town, yelling at each other to shut up and whatnot, and he's biting his carp paste-like lip to keep from yelling out loud, and then it dies down for a moment. He whistles, and the dogs back away from you. He takes the basket with books and he heads over to the fireplace, minus the magical book that you pulled out.
She has all the holy books that I sensed, right? Or scrolls.
They're not holy. There's nothing holy about any of the books. But the textbooks themselves that he's tossing in might have some holy writings on them. Do you want to go through them before Randy tosses them? Because right now he's trying to make the room just a little brighter. And as you can see on the map, if you look, he's actually made it just a little brighter in here for you guys.
As I see Randy approaching the fire, I'm going to quickly cast Dancing Lights.
Okay.
Can I investigate that hasn't been ransacked?
You want to investigate what that hasn't been ransacked?
The parts of the shelves that he's not yet taken.
Sure. Yeah. There's a decent number of books and scrolls. There's a couple of skulls, pots, vases.
Do I see anything that's familiar to me? Maybe like my language.
Yes.
Ooh.
As you begin walking down you see it's a book called The Legendary Bards of the Province, written by, and Mackerel is the name on it, and it's written in a font that you recognize, and you remember the King's Jester's name was Mackerel.
I used to watch him as a kid. He wrote a book. Huh. I pocket it.
Alright, you pull a sizable tome off the shelf, and there's quite a number of other books on the shelf as well. So, I mean, you begin perusing through it, and what you're going to do now is you're going to roll a d6, add 2, and that's the number of books that you find on the shelf related to topics that you think are towards your province or this area.
Yeah, and of the language that I speak too.
Yes.
Oh, that went completely off the table. Oh, that's not retrievable. Oh, so you said +2?
D6 plus 2.
7 books.
7 books. Once you hit 10 books, you get a +2 to knowledge checks based upon that information.
Okay.
So you're 3 more books and you should be good.
Right.
But you've used all the resources here at this location. I'm sorry, there's 3 bookshelves. It's actually +3, so you would get 8 in total. So you're only 2 books shy, plus the one you picked up. So you're 1 book shy of having a +2 knowledge bonus to your time period in this province.
Okay, and I'll read them later.
Sure. You all see the knight collects books and begins making a stack of them. All right, Katinka and Varianlin, you guys are busy right now writing, so I'm just kind of like glossing over this whole event. He adds a bit more books. You cast dancing lights. The room lights up. He hovers near it, and the dog's face is looking better. And you think, he was making more light, but you guys can see from it, he was making it warmer to help cool off the dog's face, or to warm up the dog's face, because it looks bad. Since you guys have been busy, he walks over and mingles through all the bottles, picks up a cure light, walks back over and feeds it to his frostbitten dog. Theo, you see that this demon has empathy for these creatures.
This is kind of strange to me because I was taught that demons have 0 empathy whatsoever.
What's up?
You have messages. The middle one here.
This one?
Yes.
Ah, yes. All right.
It's kind of a weird, confusing moment to see him act like these are.
All right. Did you want to get any books off the shelf?
Is there anything of interest?
There's some history books. He's plucking at them. The bookshelf contains books on combat, politics, and history. So you get a D6 plus 3 for both of those. So if you roll, you get a d6 worth of combat knowledge books, a d6 worth of political knowledgeable books, and every 10 books is a +2 to a knowledge check. I mean, you could take them back and give them to lore.
Yeah, I figured that's probably would be the best idea. So
Okay.
combat, politics, whatever the last one was.
History, he's already grabbed those, so you only need 2 of those dice. Looks like 7 each.
Yep, 7 each.
All right. You guys clean off the bookshelf. He doesn't seem to mind or pay any attention to it. The heat of the pot is enough to warm the dog's face, and you guys have finished a short but brief contract. What are the terms?
Oh, wait. There should be one more term if we haven't put it up there already.
Just typing it out now. I'll read it out in a second. I also rolled a 23 for sleight of hand to slide in a couple other terms as well.
Great. I love this skullduggery, this brazen attempt to take this guy for an advantage. I mean,
may I suggest that we add a term to make him only do good things in the future.
So out of character, whenever we pop the scroll, won't it go just send us to the nearest bathroom? Getting back?
Theoretically, if we could teleport down here.
Yeah. If we're gonna find a door, it's not gonna be down here.
You have a scroll of toilet teleportation?
It's a little more complicated than that, but you know what? That's a relatively good description.
Yeah. Toilet plane
Magic
shift.
works in wondrous ways.
Yes.
But what if there's some nasty toilet down here?
Randy
Actually-
nods. There is
Well,
a toilet down here.
because we aren't
The
able
old
to
demon copper pot.
teleport, I don't think that it would work down here. In fact, we might get ourselves into more trouble down here.
Is it teleport, or is it, could we plane shift into, is it a plane shift?
I wouldn't trust doing things down here. That's my opinion.
That's
Randy
fine.
will walk over to this door, and he activates something on the door, then walks over to this section of wall, activates something else, and you can hear a kathunk sound. And he says, "The northern door is untrapped and unlocked."
Excellent.
So, you guys got your contract ready?
Oh, okay. Assist us
There
in
we go.
getting to the helm as quickly and safely as possible. Assist us and Obsidia and Obsidia's spawn out of the dungeon. Same terms as above. Assist us and Obsidia's spawn in getting back to the magic shop. In return, we find out how to get you past the barriers holding you to the dungeon. Contract is void if any of the party is killed or is made unable to complete the retrieval in a timely manner. To prevent from mind control.
All right. Make. So, if that's the contract, what else was you? What are we trying to slip in there? That because that would be there's no bluff in that. That's just straight up the contract.
Yeah.
This is
Is
You know what we can
I'll
add?
pull aside very out.
Very inland.
Very inland. Okay. I if he's going to add some, could maybe assist and have him write it in my language so the demon wouldn't be able to understand it.
He'll be writing it in Goblin.
Okay,
Well,
that's
then-
even better. Well, I don't know.
How about
I don't
not
think demons
goblin?
know goblin.
Because nobody, I think, can read it but you.
It's
Well,
just chicken
yeah.
scratch.
No, it'll be a mashup between Goblin and Gnomish.
Good lord.
The the added terms will include forfeiting the magical items to Very Enlin with a single exception, so he can keep one.
I think that we all have to agree on that. So,
Yeah.
It will look like Very Enlin's signature, so that will be his sleight of hand roll at 23.
Okay. Actually, that's more of like a what is that skill called? It's the-
Forgery.
Forgery.
It should be dexterity.
Let me see your sheet real quick. So like
For
it was something else. Decipher script.
Yeah.
Decipher script is the skill for writing forgeries and reading forgeries.
3.5 has an actual skill.
yes.
They have forgery, but decipher script is us being able
forgery,
to
yeah.
read.
Yeah, there's a skill called forgery, and decipher script is your ability to read contracts and know what they're about.
Alright, so forgery is still a +8 at 23
Cool.
in total. Decipher script is a usable trained only, so if people don't have ranks in it, they can't decipher
It
script.
doesn't have an exclamation
It's not
point.
trained only, is it?
No, it doesn't have a
It-
dot. I'm gonna check the book just to be super duper sure. Otherwise, it's an intelligence check.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, it does say intelligence trained only
Okay.
in the book.
Okay.
Well, I mean, here's my problem with it. Why are we letting the one who only just came to the magic shop be the one that's writing the contract?
Right.
He's the most intelligent.
I'm sorry, what's your intelligence?
Use a modifier +8.
Oh.
Jeez.
He's an intelligence-based caster. God damn it.
I don't have a modifier that big in anything.
You're like, I have +3. I'm somebody.
I have a
Literally my house.
Oh, right. So you want to add into it something that says he gives up all of his items to Very Enlin.
No, I'll use what you wrote, Max, as letting me take anything that I deem of personal value.
I don't like that.
Take what?
I don't think we can stop. We don't know.
I know.
Yeah, he's a thief. That's like having the party thief steal from somebody in the
I know.
party.
I know.
You don't have to like.
It's like an indirect stealing.
Yeah.
Right.
So this you're trying to make it so that his possessions become yours.
Yes.
Okay, but he gets to keep one of his possessions.
1 plus any possession I do not want.
Okay.
/ deem of value.
Got it.
Does that mean you get his dogs too?
Yeah, that's pretty much what he's saying, right?
Oh my god.
I just
make
really
that
want that
animal
ring of
check.
telekinesis.
He does. It's because he wants the ring of telekinesis. All right. So
I mean, you could just say that, hey, this is what I want. I mean, why
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
like,
there's that displacer cloak on.
That
know?
too, displacement cloak, absolutely.
right.
I don't know exactly what it does, but I heard.
So you guys write up the contract, and yeah, he's going to read over it. He does not have decipher script, so he is not going to be able to.
well, if he has the language, he can read everything.
Does he have goblin though?
And
Does he have gnomish and goblin?
I don't think so. They don't have his languages listed, and in fact, I don't think he had anything other than abyssal and common.
probably not. Unless some of his other personalities have them.
No, I don't think they do either.
That'd be really interesting. Like a character that like has split personality and
They have different.
each of
they have each
Right.
some other set of skills.
That would be terrifying.
Oh, that would be terrible, especially like if you need one particular skill, like acrobatics, halfway over a tightrope, that personality slips out.
And then
the
one's
barbarian
just, like,
slides in.
One's just like completely demonic, so it only speaks abyssal.
All right. Yes, exactly. A great way to justify a Gestalt character.
Also, sorry if I accidentally there. You actually.
Oh, you cut out.
Yeah, you're cutting out.
Oh, that's ironic. I was talking about Max cutting out.
All right. Yeah. So you get the contract writ. He has no way to read through it other than like if he has the languages, and so he asks, point to it, says, "This is an agreement that if I lead you to the trash monster, you will get me out of here."
Absolutely.
What does everything say here?
Alright. It says that
Because he can't read it.
assist us in getting to the helm, which, if you tell us the trash monster has it, lead us to the trash monster as quickly and safely as possible. Assist us and Obsidia, as well as Obsidia's child, out of the dungeon with the same terms as above, as safely and quickly as possible. Help us get back to the magic shop, along with Obsidia and Obsidia's child, quickly and safely as possible. And in return, we will find out how to and get you past the barriers holding you to the dungeon. Contract is void if any of the party members, or if any member of the party is killed, or is unable to complete the retrieval for the magic shop.
All right. And he'll spit in his hand. He'll take his fingernail and he'll dig it into his palm and pull out some blood and slash it across the paper's bottom half. Deal. Follow me so we can get out of here. I hope you're strong enough in magic to break these barriers. And he immediately moves over to the northern door.
And do we know what happens if the contract is broken?
Well, it's kind of legally binding, so now you would have to find like a legal system that will support any judicial actions for the parties who failed to do so. Like Sigil, this is out of game. Sigil would totally hold this contract up and be like, "No, you signed it." All right, so he moves to the northern door. Who is following first?
Are we gonna keep going? Cause it's
Oh yeah, it's 9:30. Normally the game would end here and I would be getting ready to do Friday Night Frights. Paige is not with us tonight. She won't be going tonight. She'll be next week. So next week would be a normal length show. So if we want to do like an extra 30 minutes, we can get a bit of a distance. Because this next part, he's going to be guiding you guys through it. He will be avoiding encounters and traps.
Okay.
Let's stop right when we get to the trash monster because I have been sick all week.
Sure, can do. He deactivates the trap here, fishes into a bag, pulls out some kernels, some corn seeds and whatnot as he approaches the door. All right. He does not glow, but you guys do, so you guys have to provide your own light source. I'll move you over here for you. Bam. And he opens the door. Upon opening the door, he sees beyond it and throws in all the kernels in his hand. You hear the sound of like a guttural cluck-cluck noise, like chickens, but maybe a little off. And all of a sudden, these foul, featherless birds begin running up. All of them with strange tails dragging across the ground. Crusty-looking faces. They begin attacking the kernels repetitively, just digging into them. He throws another handful and begins stepping in. And he says openly, "Mind the tails," as he throws the kernels farther away to cause these odd birds to clear out. Mind the tails. One touch is death. And he steps through into the darkened hallway. Let's move over to show what everyone else can see. Boop, 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 boop. All right. Dancing lights by now has actually diminished. You want to move up here too? All right. There are the dancing birds eating their kernels. They're about the size of maybe small dogs, or well, not small dogs, average-sized dogs. They're medium. They're small in size, and have long tails that are rat-like that ends in a small plumage of feathers. Knowledge nature would identify these birds. They also don't look very healthy or happy. He moves over to the door nearby and gives a quick turn of a lock with a key. And opens the door beyond. This room has a little bit of light going for it, so that's a plus for you guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And he steps into the room.
I follow.
Yes, I will put you here. Walking into this room, I'll go ahead and do a description, and I will move the view for everyone else to be able to see. What room number was this? 20. Yeah, this is 20. Large rectangular bedroom has mismatched metal and glass furniture. Check out the glass table I found, guys, right here. It's right there. See that? Boom, glass table.
It's
Glass.
so pretty.
It's transparent, so you can still see the carpet through it. I was like, oh my god, that's cool. The floor is carpeted, the walls are painted and decorated with wallpaper border. Light is provided by wall lamps and those small pots with demons on them around the room. The room is done in a nature theme, cool light colors, and overall looks a bit old-fashioned. A lot of the decor you're kind of familiar with. This looks like something you might see around the castle. And there's a pretty large, sizable bed off in the corner, and some sort of iron slab, just a solid piece of metal.
That's
Can I look around while he's really walking?
Yeah, you can do that. He's going to immediately move over to this hallway. What would you like to go look at?
Just this area, like swoop by and see what.
When you walk over this carpet right here, you realize this carpet is not just a regular carpet. This was a piece of tapestry that would be hanging in like the royal hall or something. You begin looking and you stop for a moment, and there's a small decorative figurine, and underneath it the name Theo is written and saying a date.
So
You see this
so
is it's a tapestry, and you see all your brothers in arms on the ground around you. The images of them fighting monsters, dragons, tearing up, fighting in wars and stuff. Epic battles too. And there you are from one side, like a little lone soldier, standing guard over some tower.
Can I see myself? Can I recognize any of the people or the battle?
No, none of it seems familiar to you. He continues on the path. He's not going to be held up at this point in time. I'm assuming, does anybody else want to dawdle?
No.
Nope.
All right.
I just I'll follow in last.
That's fine. That's perfectly fine. That was put there for that reason, to distract you.
How big is that tapestry?
Tapestry, the rug, it is 15 by 15.
You could probably fold it up.
You probably roll that sucker up.
I mean, he's
Yeah,
not
I
going to
was-
need it anymore.
He's leaving this place.
After they just, I'm just going to quickly roll it up and take it with me.
Like right now?
Or on the way.
Or on the way back?
On the way.
Oh, are we coming back here?
Yeah, we're coming back.
Okay,
to
then
look
I'll continue my gaze as I walk.
So
forward,
you're like,
finally.
are we coming back this way? Yelling out, and Randy nods to you. He says, "There's no other way out through this end. Unless you have magical powers that will break the enchantments here. We have to go another way to get out."
Yeah, we're coming back this way.
I'm going to cast Minor Image as a torch.
Does Minor Image produce light?
Yes.
All right. How much light?
It works the same as Silent Image, so you know what? I will use Silent Image instead.
And how much light does that produce? 20 foot? 10 foot? 60?
Visual image cannot extend beyond 4 10-foot cubes, plus 1 10-foot cube per level. Yeah.
So what's the radius for this light I need to put in?
Sure. Caster level is currently 7.
Is it 20 foot? Because I can put that in.
Make it 40.
40 it is. 40 foot light. And it's not like, boo, it's BAM! Blinding light. The hallway is now lit. Just like the stoners. Alright, so you get up to this door. This is an iron door, and there are towels and carpeted pieces jabbed underneath it. There are leather gloves nearby that he begins putting on, as well as brown leather boots that are covered in some sort of muck. He begins wrapping an apron on him and donning what would best be described as protective gear. There is only one suit of protective gear.
Good thing I have my Wellington.
You do? You have Wellingtons!
I do. I have my wellies.
That is awesome. He pulls out from underneath the door the clogging to be able to open it, and when upon doing so, a new sound arises.
Oh.
And a smell. Dampness and rot begin coming out from under the door in copious amounts. Let me find my room number.
Is this place safe?
He looks at you from behind his smoke-covered his smoke-glass goggles and shrugs his shoulders as he begins putting a damp mask over his fat mouth. And he says,
It's part of the contract.
"I can keep myself safe here, but unless you have gear like me, I make no promises.
It's in the contract.
I can't get you past here. What do you want me to do? Make more? Let me just go skin some things and make boots. You are asking too much!" And he goes, No, you're not asking too much. But beyond this point is where it needs to go.
What would harm us past this door?
The stench is foul and the flies are many.
Are they bitey flies?
Oh, yeah.
So
Well, I am fully covered.
do I smell anything?
Oh, yeah. The smell... What was it? 8? Yeah, it was 8.
You know what takes care of flies?
Honey? Vinegar?
Holy justice.
Fireballs.
The smell of manure and rot are strong from this room. And, yeah, so he's gonna step in.
I'll follow in after.
Hold on a second.
Hold on.
I think I have an idea. So you should probably step out of that room if you know what's good for you.
Telepathically. Randy, come on back, please.
Yeah, he steps back out of the room and he's staring at you guys.
Give me
I'll step to the side there.
give me that mouth guard. Give me that.
Alright, he gives you the mouth guard.
Alright,
Alright, can you let go for a second? I'm going to count this as a round. As a round has happened, the swarms are now moving in this direction as there's new... They're now moving up into the doorway.
Okay.
The swarms of flies.
You have to play it again and put it on. There. Oh.
It's in my ears.
Good
All right.
thing I don't have the volume turned
So
on.
I'm getting right up to the door. I'm going over here, and I can see. Let's see this.
Yeah, you can see over here what you see. A pile of some type of detritus, manure. You can see that there is an opening in the ceiling. A chute comes in, and from it drips from it like a trash chute. There's bones littering the floor on the ground underneath. Just click the back there. And then we have to readjust it.
Okay.
This is a mighty tainted place.
You said tape.
He says, no, it's the toilet for whoever lives above.
This is gonna be good, guy. All right.
You doing that one?
As Zarkosa
Yes.
and Katinka laugh maniacally at each other because we know what's gonna
All
happen.
right. So I take one of the
I just look
beads off.
confused as you made a joke about taint.
I take one of the beads off, and I'm like, I'm aiming for right there, right in the middle of it.
Here?
Yep.
Okay.
So I toss it in and guide it out, just like into the top of the pile.
All right.
Where's your fireball?
It's right down here.
It goes, yeah, a little bit more. So it's like
Oh my good lord.
just a little bit more down. It's okay. Like not a lot.
Oh my
but-
god.
Yeah, like right.
First time I've seen
Well,
a
here.
fireball.
Can I do it?
Yeah, you totally. Be careful not to grab the flies.
I will.
Actually, let go of it.
Oh, it's
Right-
not a. It's not a.
That should make it easier for you to do stuff. What are you doing?
I'm making it this because that makes it easy. So yeah, so this is what I'm doing right there.
All right. Anybody acknowledge alchemy before this happens?
I do!
Okay. Go ahead, roll it. And actually, roll initiative first, and then roll your alchemy.
So yeah,
Oh, okay.
we might want to close the door real fast after this.
Okay, so you want to say, hey, we should shut the door when we do this?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Never mind then.
'Cause,
You know,
I mean, like-
who's going to be prepped to close the door?
I would attempt to, but I got a 10 initiative.
Don't worry about it. If you guys are prepping for bad shit to happen,
Yeah.
I'm not going to
Yeah.
worry about it.
Exactly.
you don't prep
make
it-
my-
I got my hand ready to pull.
I think about a previous explosion that I did a while ago. I'm about to throw it, and then I stop myself. We should probably close the door as soon as I throw this, or else.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ready?
Alright,
So I-
understood.
So, 1, 2, 3, and I throw it right into the room.
Yeah, get back.
All right. Let's do damage.
Okay. Let's see. 10, 20, 24.
A massive explosion rocks the other side because of the flammable gases that are inside double all fire damage and explosion radius. The door gets attacked by 48 points of fire explosive damage. Let's see if it will survive. It's made of wood and it has 20 hit points at 5 hardness. You did 24, so that means 48 minus 25 is 23 points of fiery damage burst into the hallway with all you guys. Save throw versus fireball.
Alright.
Just like dive backwards.
I love the imagery, like close the door as fast as you can. Alright, I close the door and I get blown backwards.
Oh shit.
What is
I
we
didn't
will
do
make
bad.
we will make the save a reflex save, and I do believe the DC is an 18. Do you know the DC on it?
Yeah, because it's
Um,
I got a 19. Holy shit.
I got a 30.
I got a fire.
But you know, it didn't say that it like travels all the way down into
No,
the
it's-
hall, does it?
Everything I will draw on my map what catches on fire.
I got an 8, but to be fair,
this way?
I was holding the door.
You were.
explosion came off. So I think I should just automatically fail that anyway.
Everybody in that area is got to make their save. You make your save, so
Okay.
you'll take half damage.
Okay.
Half of 23 is what you take. You fail, so you take the full 23. Randy,
24,
it does
actually.
24. No, the door stops 25 of
Oh,
the
yeah,
48,
you're-
so
you're
it's
right.
23. So half of 23 is
11 and a
11.
half.
Round down, 11 points. Randy doesn't move. He gets hit full blast as he's like knocked back, so he fails his save as well.
Yeah.
But he gets hit by the wall and the fire. He's unharmed by the fire, but it's just the explosive force that comes with it. Door and shrapnel hit everybody. It is loud. But, and before we move forward, meanwhile, this goblin is scrubbing dishes.
Yes.
And the goblin boss comes into the kitchen, begins yelling at him. And he gets angry and throws shit down and says shit like, "You always make me do the bad shit, the dumb stuff." And the goblin boss yells at him and says, "Take out the trash anyways. Do as you're told." So the little goblin walks over to the trash pit, throws the door open, blah, 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 stupid shit, nothing ever, blah, blah, blah. And he throws the trash down there, and he turns his back, the lid comes shut, and then the lid from the garbage chute flies off, soars into the air, and crashes down into the encampment.
Wow.
And he looks into his bucket at the trash he just threw in and starts contemplating, did I just throw the wrong thing in there? Poor little goblin.
Did this goblin boss die?
Roll a d20. If you get a 19 or 20, the answer is yes, you got hit by the lid.
13.
No.
As very inland, I can just see, like, all of the intelligent creatures poof.
Yeah, you just saw about 1,000 thoughtful minds wink out of existence.
Oh, darn.
All of the flies
no.
actually have an intelligence of 1. The magical poop in the room has given them a sense of sentience. And so they're actually going to swarm over and start doing a point of damage around to you guys. That's why he's wearing the leather bit.
They didn't die?
Oh, they're dead. No, they only have... The swarms only have like 4 hit points. They're all gone now. You guys wait for the smoke to clear. Everything in the room is on fire. I'm just not going to put a bunch of fiery marks, but I will remove all the flying bugs. They are gone.
You just see Theo knocked against the wall, like crumpled, like there's like wood shards covering him, and he's like, "Oh, what just happened?"
Oh, man. You should probably take your helmet off to make sure you don't have any shards in your eyes.
What? I don't understand. I'm just like
No, no.
see
No, take your helmet off. We gotta check your eyes.
how much.
Right. Yeah, it's fine.
I try and like pull it off, and it's like, whatever.
So, just to let you know, you're in your suit. Your helmet is locked on. You need an armor smith to help you get out of your suit. Your suit is a permanent thing on you. It's part of your body. The reason I say this is because that's how armor worked in the full plate that was meant for war. You were armed to the T. There's
How
no
do you
getting...
go to the bathroom?
You go in your suit.
I have.
He's got a flappy thing.
I have a flap.
Well, what if you get, like, shot in the flap?
That's unfortunate.
Shot.
Then that would be a pain in the ass.
What is shot?
Pardon
Randy
me.
walks off.
Arrows do nothing. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna. It's
We'll
like, all
see.
right, it's safe now.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no fire. There's fire. I'm not going to turn the fire sound back on. But there's no
Just
swarm
here.
of bugs.
Crunching of wood as I get up from the pile and wander over here. Steaming, just like.
The
Yes.
smell of hot shit.
Pretty
Oh.
much.
Oh.
All right. Trash litters the ground. There's some bits of bone and whatnot. The chute still drips water.
Ew.
He walks over, and you can see that the water is pooled up around the trash. Oh, look, Very Inland is walking through it. He gets to this point, and he jumps over it. He does not walk through the yellow pea-colored water. That's water but
That's
its color
green.
is not clear or blue or refreshing.
That is green pea.
I just look over.
He
By
leaps
the gods,
over that.
It smells worse than Orcus's asshole in here.
You know Orcus?
Yeah.
You walk into this room, and
I would know Orcus, right?
you know the name Orcus, yeah. You walk into this room, and there's actually quite a bit of light. The far southern edge of the wall, there's a spider webs and a blue glowing mass of moss.
Can I make an alchemy roll to see what the moss is?
Sure.
23.
It's magically enchanted moss that has mutated and picked up this blue glowing aura. It counts as regular moss for the purpose of spell components, but will change the color of whatever spell used in it to blue. Very inland. That is intelligence right there. That spider. You have to hold shift, right?
Cool.
I'm gonna harvest
Cool.
some of the moss.
Sure. You walk over and begin harvesting the moss. He walks in, and as you notice, there are words on the wall that says explosive runes. Runes. And it points at the door to the north that he is walking toward.
Oh, gross. That's why there's all those blood splatters.
Did I see that? Do I see the writing?
Yeah, it's right there. I'm just going to ping it on the map. It's written right there. You guys can see the words. And
Spell card.
Demon Man, it says explosive rune, and you're
Yes.
walking towards them.
yes, I disabled that some time ago. He walks up to the door uncaring.
Oh, good.
Carry on.
You're casting a detect magic on the runes?
Spellcraft.
There is no magic on the door that he's about to open. So if
Okay.
if it's illusionary, you're not going to detect it. But right now, you're not detecting any of the other schools. He opens the door, and nothing happens. And he steps through the crunchy black burntness on the ground. We are almost to his lair. He gets to this final door. Let me adjust the scene for everybody else. Here we go. Da 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 da. A door. Beyond this door is the trash monster's
see
room. Oh, we need to fix that. There we go. Nice and centered. Alright, number 17. Let's see what this door is made out of. Literally, let's see. Wood. He walks up to it and he touches the door, but he doesn't do anything more than that. And he says, it slides into the ceiling and it has a trap on it. I'm not always good about disarming it. The trap doesn't work from his side. So since we're still standing here, he doesn't know we're outside his door. Or maybe he's coming toward it right now. He points to the door and says, I think the disarm has something to do with that panel to the side here, but I've never been successful. That's not in my contract to disarm, though. Just to let you know that it's there.
Of course.
Yeah.
The contract. So he's on the other side?
He is on the other side of that door, and I can't open it. And the contract isn't going to force me to do something I can't do.
Fair enough. Lucky for you, we have someone that can disarm traps.
That would be me.
Arm yourself. We're in for a fight.
So, Barry Inland, why don't you use your little brain magic and talk to the trash monster before we go in there? Say, hey, buddy.
Talk to a trash monster.
Yes. The reason why is because maybe we can not fight him and he'll just give us the helm. Otherwise, we'll burn his shit to the ground.
Alright.
Can
And
I
I
do
can-
the sense evil to see if the the trash monster is in there.
You sense no evil, just evil right next to you, Randy. It's
Just like
pretty fucking
his
evil.
aura is just like matching on me. I'm way too uncomfortable being there.
Slapping you in the face.
Can I
Right.
sense intelligence behind the door?
No.
Alright, I'll put out a telepathic blast. Saying, "Greetings, trash monster."
Nothing. Randy says, the longer we stand here, the sooner he gets closer to this opening, and we are a very small place.
We need to go.
Either we
Guys?
retreat or we go in. But I'm not going to stand here and die, contract or no contract.
I can't get in touch with him, so through the front door is our only way.
Alright.
Okay.
Must make haste.
All right.
This demon says we
As
must
you
go.
guys prepare, we are going to call game there. Standing in front of this, what seems to be a simple sliding door, it will rise up when you disarm it, or, you know what, you could just probably throw it open and go in anyways. It'll be fine. Trap can't be that bad. Shoots lightning bolts.
Great.
Rocks fall, the party dies.
All right,
Yep.
so we will do experience points off scene, but that's our game for tonight.
Oh man.
Very awesome.
Yes.
This was really cool, intense stuff. I'm fireballing the trash
Definitely.
pit. I'm
my
sad
God.
that you shut the door. I really wanted you guys to be burnt the fucking back, you know?
Nah,
48
man.
points of fire damage.
Well, I didn't want any of the flies escaping.
Right?
That was really my bigger thing. Like, I don't want any of those flies getting out. We're gonna treat them like the mushrooms.
I was
Close
so
that
happy
door.
with the goblin scene because in my head I was going. If that didn't happen, I was going to ask: is there like a toilet somewhere up top where somebody's like butt got burned? Like,
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Explosive diarrhea.
Explosive diarrhea.
That guy
could be a
just
lot of
dropped a
pipes up
bomb.
there. You never know.
Oh man, I had a blast. This was great.
Excellent.
I'd like to thank everybody who showed up tonight to hang out with us. Let's take a look at the list of people who are still with us. We've got Radio. Woo! We've got Jeff
Yay.
and
Yay, Jeff!
Electric Longboard,
And then all the bots.
and then a bunch of bots. But if you're not a bot and I don't call your name out, I'm sorry, but thank you for sharing your time with us. We've had a blast running this. This is we are original box set, and this is the Magic Shop game. We will be back.
Ooh, wait.
Ooh!
Isn't it Jeff's birthday?
Oh,
Yeah!
It is Jeff's birthday. Happy birthday, Jeff.
Happy birthday!
Birthday!
You can't see it, but I'm doing the triangle.
Yes, me too.
Woo, triangle!
Triangle. I don't
Yeah.
understand this.
So-
It's okay.
Oh yeah, Cheshire. Thank you. Jeff was in one of the games for Dungeon Death World, one of the sponsors,
Yes.
and his symbol was a triangle.
A red triangle.
A red
Red
triangle.
triangle.
And so if he had sponsored you and you put the red triangle up in the middle of the dungeon, he would try to coax the crowd to give you guys cheering bonuses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us tonight, and you guys have a great night.
Yeah.
Oh, we want to do some announcements. Next
Tomorrow.
tomorrow.
We're actually going to be on our sister network, Shadowcasters Network, exploring the Shattered Isles once again. So
Yeah.
I'm very excited about that. If you haven't already followed the Shadowcasters Network, it's pretty cool. They got a whole lot of other stuff going on, and it'll be great to see you guys over there. I'm working on getting the link for it.
Yeah, and so we'll be on from 5:30 to
5
to 8, and we will be running a game called The Shattered Isles. It is a homebrew campaign that we've been working on for quite a while,
Very long time.
and you guys can come check us out and see what the story's up to. Right now, it's actually a kind of a pivotal moment in the story where the king has solved one of his problems, but the king's not the good guy of the story. So that's going to be kind of cool to reveal and move forward as the happy little go-lucky world that they've been building up is going to suddenly start breaking apart as they're just like, oh crap, what does this mean to us? Next Friday, we will be doing Magic Shop again. It's on the schedule.
Yeah, I think
Check
we'll
it
be
out.
finishing up this job.
It will be finished up and going
Yeah.
back to the Magic Shop. And on that Friday, Paige has not said she's not going to hang out with us. So Friday Night Frights will be back on the air next Friday.
Yes.
Huzzah.
Huzzah. Tomorrow, Sunday night or maybe Monday night, I will be doing Hell's Blade,
Sinuous Sacrifice.
Sinuous Sacrifice, and seeing how much farther I can get into that video game. And then, of course, check out John playing World of Warships on Wednesday. Check out our calendar at our page. Let me just go to it real quick. Copy, paste a link to it. We have a website.
And a calendar.
And it's got a calendar there. We also have...
It's a Google Calendar, so you can even sync it so you get notifications.
And we have some artwork that we use for our games, for Friday Night Frights, and for the Shattered Isles. You can check that out in our gallery. This is commissioned art we've purchased.
Yep.
And, yeah, just hang out with us.
Anyone else got stuff?
Yeah, let's go to our, the other people. Sarah, do you have anything to add?
No.
Okie dokie. Star-Lord, do you have anything to add?
Anything you want to plug?
I do not.
You do not?
No.
All right. And...
Monday we have the Cosmic Corsairs.
Ooh,
yes!
Cosmic Corsairs. Thank you, Radio. Thank you, Sarah, for reminding us.
Yep.
That's going to be on
That's
the
on Shadowcasters Network.
It
the
is.
link's there. It's where we play the better version of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Cassie and I and Sarah are better versions of the Guardian Galaxy. We're actually pirates, and we're not nice people
We're not.
at all.
Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
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 All the other shows on the Optiverse have been like
We're
four-color.
good guys, superheroes.
I'm
Yeah.
Superman. I must save people and do super things.
Oh, I'm a good guy.
And we are not good, but we got roped into saving the universe.
You know, why
So
not
there's
save the universe? Because you live in it.
Explosion, but I'll save the universe too.
There you go. Exactly.
Yeah.
Sarah, me, and Cassie will be on that. That'll be Monday.
Yep.
So I guess I won't be doing Hellblade on Monday.
No, you won't.
And then there's
Evan?
Evan, do you have anything to plug?
Nope. Not that I can think of, so...
All right.
All right.
Well, with that, we're going to thank everybody for hanging out with us, and our show is over. You guys have a wonderful night.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.
I don't know why
Bye.
I'm waving and then they can't see me.
They can't see us waving.
Voyage.